We are back. Session 4. So, for the last session on Soundless Secrets, the group, fresh from some creepy dreams after trapezing through the sewers and staking out the Sailston embassy, made their way back in the dark of night to break in, on a quest for the passcode that would supposedly let them into the entrance to the cultists in the sewers. Through some really sneaky actions, some great timing and rolls on the party's part, and bad rolls on the guards' part, they hopped the wall, scaled a tree, avoiding the guards. Breaking into what seemed to be an empty bedroom, they managed to find the office, thanks to some previous scouting from Reviolette. Blossom's definitely just a friend. And as they were ransacking it for information and rings, their not-so-stealthy actions summoned a new friend, Amelie, the child of Lady Seisha Beckham, a very curious and lonely girl. Less nervous by the new opportunities for friends and the party's friendly actions and natural charm, Amelie very quickly began to help in their search, despite them robbing her mother. Well, which she didn't probably pick up on, being only 10. She did, however, pick up on Blake being close in appearance to her nanny, who turned out to be Blake's long-lost sister Amelia. Or so he thought, as it was revealed that they were in fact cousins, which is why Blake's uncle, who he thought was his father, pushed him away from the family. Quietly informed of their mission, Amelia promised to help cover for them if needed, to protect Amelie, as the lady's journal demonstrated that perhaps the lady wasn't in full capacity of herself, in relation to Anasi, the Lady of Spiders and Secrets. The group, now equipped with the passcode, further knowledge, and a couple new rings, jumped back over the wall, heist successful. This is where we pick back up. A little tipsy after a success, new mascot, and Blake's family reunion, the group is walking through the Promo Square district. Asmodeus, the weight falls back down on you, and you feel this weird pulse back through your body. And you often associated the smell of cedar with your good friend in the Feywilds. And it seems that she had been present as a moment of cedar just comes through your nose, but then she can't anymore. And the exhaustion hits your body once more. The night is, it's like 3 a.m. It seems that there's still a few parties raging as you stroll through the district. What would you like to do, my friends?
Well, I'd say to just go straight for it. We have everything we need.
And I would say that I would need some rest to be at my fullest, to actually be at 100% to be helpful. And plus, doesn't Cosiris have some armor being made for them?
Or I just need to get some new ones. Or new one.
I mean... And then Blossom's just gonna yawn and be like, I could go for a nap.
And then we did
I
just
don't
scale a
remember
wall.
you being tired.
I mean, I'm not necessarily tired. I just want a nap.
You just want to nap.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down to go right there. That would be fun. You know, we could, like, bust it out. You know, no, sorry. We could sneak in carefully. They will never know we're coming. Mm-hmm. And secretly, I just, like, look over at Cosrius, and I'm like, we're gonna bust in.
Andreas looks visibly shaken and like almost going to throw up kind of look.
You choose like to look at Cosrius, who's the least likely to want to go with you on that.
Yep.
I know, that's Blossom's like, right? You're gonna come with me, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure about the sneakiness currently.
Hey, what about a nap? Would you come with me for a nap? Like, thinks pensively.
I guess, but there's something else that I'd like to do beforehand.
We'll work that out. It's okay. So actually, I'm gonna look at Blake and say, how would we get in right now if we went, though? You know, what would we do?
I mean, we have the password, we have the symbol, we just
We
go
know
to
we
the
know
sign and we say the words.
Okay, we know where the
And
door
door
is.
Shouldn't we-
Door.
Shouldn't we check in though?
Yeah, maybe we should tell someone where we're
I mean,
going in case we all like.
It would be good to update the guild on our findings. And maybe somebody in the meeting could help me.
You'd
with
only
that
be
question.
telling the priestess, though, right?
What if we all? We definitely won't all
Yeah.
die. So you know we don't have to worry about that. That's fine. But
Shouldn't we get the guild's blessing before we continue further?
Okay, just so you guys know, the one person who for sure knows that you're on this quest right now would be the person who gave you the quest, which is actually Blossom's mentor, Otuki. So she knows that you're on this quest, but otherwise, the rest of the guild knows you're tearing around doing something, but they don't necessarily know what the nature of your quest.
right.
I will totally be fine. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm worried.
I'm worried too.
I'm extremely
Well,
worried.
If
Do
you're
what I
both
doubt.
really worried, then we should probably
And
we
you
should
want-
probably
you want the
wait.
map,
You know,
right,
we all
Blossom?
want to be like
Top
ready to
game for-
kick
yeah.
some ass.
I mean, I want to kick some ass, but I'm kind of lagging here, as you can see. So
Yeah.
And actually you look at him and it like his eyes look bloodshot and like
I was gonna say, how bad does he really look?
make a medicine check, Blossom.
One sec, I gotta.
good boy.
His eyes
Oh.
look bloodshot. But other than that, he looks kind of fine. If anybody else wants to make medicine check, they can.
Sure, I'll make one.
Yeah, Blossom's gonna get close, like poke his shoulder, and be like, "I don't know, you seem fine to me. Your eyes look a little." Ooh, but I mean, that's normal, really, for
Oh, wow.
for this hour at night.
Did it roll?
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it rolled from-
Yeah,
you
Not
go.
Wait,
20,
no,
the
It
first
rolled
one.
from Dan.
Take the first one.
I mean,
yeah.
I will definitely still.
Speed up.
I don't know.
Daniel,
I'm
I
gonna-
love it.
I will definitely still honor your nat 20 because that sucks to give away. But
Daniel comes to you in a muse and helps you.
I mean, it's
I
fitting.
can't believe that
Poke you back,
freaking worked
Blossom.
though. I'm not logged into that account.
What's your modifier for Cosrius?
It's a nat 20,
It is
though.
+4.
Okay, so that's a 24. So you, like, as Blossom's poking his arm, you kind
And
of,
I'm
like,
poking her back.
you've established yourself as the party healer, essentially. And so you, like, grab his face and kind of are looking, and you actually see at the edge of his eyes, it's not just bloodshot, there's also little minutes of green. And you see, like, you peer down a little bit more and you see kind of like a black vein coming up his neck. This is not a regular exhaustion. You've seen people tired and exhausted from before, but it seems that he has some sort of thing. You'd call it maybe a disease, but it doesn't seem, it seems way out of your realm of what you can handle.
I'm really, really worried. Maybe we should take you to the mages to get this checked out.
That's fine by me. I just feel bad, but if what you think is worse, then by all means.
Yeah, so I feel like if Cosrius would like point it out, Blossom would be like, "Ugh, yeah, that looks kind of gross. You should probably take you to get checked out." And then she's gonna step away from him because like icky things.
Oh,
She's gonna like wipe her finger off and like hear this, like groom it the way cats do when you pet them,
Yeah.
and then they immediately groom
Start
themselves.
licking themselves.
Yeah,
Yep. Absolutely.
that's Blossom right now. cleaning her fingers off.
Just bath in the middle of the street.
Cosrius, do you think you can cure that on your own, or?
I don't think I can.
Oh no, it's not sounding good.
No.
Kinda did it before with the ants.
I mean,
Yeah,
could
this
you
is
try? You could
different.
try, but
It wouldn't hurt to try, at least.
in the middle of the street, that might be a little dangerous.
And we might spook the drunk people.
What if we just go back and then we try, and then if we can't do it, we get some help, you know? I think we just need to go back tonight.
Blossom, you actually want to do something reasonable? Wow, okay.
I would really like to go get in bed.
Wait, where's Blossom? Where's Blossom? What happened?
Oh my god.
Well, so you see, I really also would like a drink, you know? And, you know, I don't know, I can be reasonable. It looks pretty bad, you know? It's...
I'm just joking with you. And
I mean, you're the one that
walk
looks like you're
along.
dying, so... But, like, it's okay. We'll take care of you.
Good.
Totally. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just start walking back towards, home.
Okay.
The guild.
Cool. Okay, quick question. Did any of you, like, actually expend things that you need to take a long rest for? Nobody
Yes.
got hurt? Okay. So, for the sake of this...
I did not.
For the sake of this,
Technically, yes, for me.
Yeah,
just
he did a
to...
mystery step.
I know that you're not supposed to, like, take more than one long rest in 24 hours, but I'm in charge, and I say it's fine. So, if you guys want to go back, you'll sleep in pretty late, but you can take, like, a full long rest. Or if you want to just rest for a couple hours, you wouldn't be able to get your things back from a long rest, but you could definitely get your things back from a short rest. So I will let you make that decision.
If we do a short rest, could I see a cleric before we leave, or would the long rest be when they would wake up?
So it's about 3 o'clock. By the time you get back to the guild, it'll probably be about like 3:30ish in the morning. And then if you do a short rest, you know that the med bay opens up at like 9 o'clock, 9-ish in the morning, depending on who's opening. But they'd let you in if they were in there.
Okay.
So, but if you took a long rest, you'd be sleeping
Till 10?
till like 11.
Yeah.
We'll call it 10 because it's like an extra hour of getting food and stuff, so.
Mm-hmm.
So I will let you make that decision.
I know it would be forfeiting our surprise on the clerics, on the cult, I mean. So yeah, I'm already slipping. But I would rather the full rest, the sleeping in and then checking with the clerics, guys. That's how I feel.
I would too in this situation too.
I concede then. We'll go take a rest.
As long as I get a comfy bed, I'm fine.
I mean, you'll be in your own bed, so it'll be very comfy.
Well, we'll see.
Well,
Oh.
okay.
Have a room, Blossom.
I just won't get her.
I have a couple corners I like to roll up in.
Corners.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Quote unquote
It's okay.
corners.
They're secret spots. You'll never find them.
Mm-hmm.
Find them in the meeting. No, I'm kidding. Blossom's too sneaky.
I mean, I could show you them if you like. You know what I mean?
I'd take you up on that.
Oh!
Oh my.
As you
Well,
say
for now
that,
we have work to
Asmodeus,
do,
you
but-
just like feel like you recall how big Rivulet was compared to you and his look and just like have a little bit of a moment of like intimidation in the back of your brain. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I love that.
Because the DM ships it, so
Right. I mean, I shipped it too. Let's be real.
Okay, you guys make your way back to the Wyvern Wing. You slip through the side gate, because the main gate's definitely for sure closed. I mean, you could get through the main gate. They don't lock it or anything, but the side gate's just a lot easier to get through.
What kind of security do we have here?
I mean, it's a guild full of adept adventurers. I think anybody who breaks in,
know.
like, yeah, I don't know. They lock your own damn door. So,
I do.
yeah, and nobody would steal from the main inn. Absolutely not. They are way too afraid of the bartender. So,
Oh yeah.
she's one of the most legendary adventurers in the world. So, yeah. Alrighty.
The death glare is actually a death glare.
No, straight up, she can.
I love that.
I love her. She's
Really?
probably one of the coolest. Her name is Cecilia. She's great.
Aw.
Okay. So you make your way back.
Wait, hold on.
Pausing.
I don't think you updated the sheets to the bottom right for the level up.
Oh, I didn't. Oh well. It's fine.
Oh,
I'll fix it
right,
next week.
I have
Okay.
slightly more HP.
Yay!
Yeah, in
Yes,
case
so
you
do
guys
I.
didn't hear, everybody did level up to level 6, so they're all level 6 now. They have slightly more HP. Someone has a little bit more expertise. I guess I just totally forgot about that. So, sorry guys. Suck it up.
Ugh.
I know, look at me. Super professional. Hey, the rest of my shit looks amazing, thank you. Alrighty,
It does.
thanks.
You did.
I mean,
You're doing great.
It always
Thank you.
does.
Thank you. I wasn't fishing for compliments, but I appreciate them.
I will get them regardless.
Aw.
I'll say
Okay.
the opposite, and then the chat's a bit scrunched on the screen.
Yeah, well, it needs to be big enough so people can read it on their phones. Okay.
Well then.
Anyway. Okay. So, you guys make your way back to the Wyvern Wing. And you find your late evening's rest. And manage to fall asleep. There are no weird dreams. However, Asmodeus, you are tossing and turning, and it is really, really hard for you to sleep. And you actually, when you do wake up, you wake up more exhausted than you were to start. And you see the black creeping up the side of your neck fully.
This sounds. I'm just gonna make my way slowly. I don't care if they're not open, but I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait by the door if I have to.
Okay, it's like,
Over the-
we'll say you got a full long's rest. It's like 9:30, 10ish, and they are definitely going to be open now. So you make your way to the med bay. You've probably been here a couple of times. It's a pretty large wing, and it's actually a full wing that is like the med bay and the spa are combined. And you know that Doreen is one of the head clerics there, who is a cleric of Katsua, who's actually, I think, a goddess that I wasn't originally on there. She got added a little bit later. She's pretty cool. But she is the growing goddess of healing and herbs. So she's a brand new goddess, probably one of the newest goddesses. And so Doreen is a very large... I feel like you know him because he's a very large furbolg, and so he probably reminds you of a certain someone from your past, and has a whole bunch of hold on. So, but he's very tall. He's pale pink, and he's a very just kind and gentle soul. But he has a lot of power, and he's actually one of the 6-star members in the guild. So, Cecilia's another one, but Doreen is one of the 6 as well. So, and he's actually there today in the medbay. It's very, quiet. There's not much going on in there, and he seems to have been organizing some bandages and stuff, and he takes one look at you as you walk in. You kind of stumble in, honestly.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
And
If anything, I'd be using my bow as a prop. pretty
yeah,
much.
and he takes one look at you and goes, "Oh, dear. What did you do?"
I woke up I don't know.
Okay.
Well, yes, technically earlier this morning around 2, I woke up like this
Mm-hmm.
after a weird vision, as you say. Yeah, you call it a vision.
And as he's nodding, he's a calming presence. And he walks you over. He smells immensely of just dried herbs. Like, you get lavender and eucalyptus and, like, something that's a little tinged of, like, very powerful in the whiff of your nose. And he, like, leans his staff up against the side of a dresser and walks you over to one of the beds and sits you down. And as you're talking, he's like, tell me about this dream that you had, that you woke up, and he's, like, holding your head in his hands, and he's looking at your eyes. So
yes. So I'm not going to say it all, but yeah, I tell him what happened in the dream, XYZ, as he was looking me over.
Are you telling him, like, all of it?
I'll tell him the most jarring parts, at least.
Okay. Very
Not
specifically, I'm questioning if you mentioned the symbol or your current
No, I
quest.
don't.
Okay.
I just mentioned how it made me feel when I woke up, and like I was exhausted, and it just took a lot from me.
It seems that you were poisoned by something that's lingering, that's not going away. I can remove it for now, but I'm gonna have to give you something to try to keep it at bay for a couple of days, and if you can hold it off from taking over your body, you should be good. You should be good. Alright?
Did I get this via touch, smell, taste? Like, how do you think this came about?
It's magical. Something that took root in the back of your mind.
Well, shit.
And so actually he's now behind you, and he leans your head forward and runs his, he's a big guy and he has big hands, and he runs his thumbs like up the back of your neck, and it feels like amazing, and then he hits a pressure point and you feel like the same pulse all through your body again, and it is horrible, and you get flashes of the same vision in your brain, and very specifically the symbol of Anasi is standing out to you in this moment. And then you feel something being rubbed over the back of your skin, something liquid, and what?
Like a salve?
Yeah, like a salve. And then he pushes into it, and he very strongly pushes into it, and then magic washes over you, and it takes a moment. You can feel it fighting in your body, but then it abates and you feel much better. And he hands you an herb that you don't quite recognize. You think it's from a different region, and he goes, If you chew on this throughout the day, it should help. Try to keep it at bay.
Okay. I will.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take it, put it in a secure pouch, and put it away, and I will certainly do that.
If you find any more information about what ails you, or if something else comes to mind, we're always looking to do more research and gather things for, especially to support the guild as well as my church.
I will certainly do that.
And he looks at you. Will you make just a straight charisma check for me?
Sure, give me 1 second. I was writing notes.
Wow, I have note takers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I actually love note takers. I appreciate you guys.
Oh, shit. That was terrible.
Okay. He smiles and he says, when you want to tell me all of it, I would love to listen, but I understand that some things may be private. And then he nods, and you just feel a little ashamed. He has that disappointed dad presence. And then he turns back to what he had been doing.
Okay. If I live through what we're doing, I will come back and tell you everything.
He just nods and turns and smiles at you slowly.
So I'll go wait downstairs in the tavern for people to wake up and all that jazz.
Okay. Sounds good. Easy
Also-
enough. You're feeling a
sorry.
lot better. You find your way down. The breakfast brunch is still out, like just the last little bit of it. There's still warm food, and you manage to find yourself some food.
But is there a breakfast club?
No. Okay. Cosrius, what were you were saying
Also-
something?
Yeah, sorry to backtrack because I forgot to say because I was doing math.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, Cosrius wouldn't have taken the long rest.
Okay.
Instead, they they would have gone to their mentor Izzy
Mhm.
to ask them to pierce their ears and horns,
Okay.
which be about 3 hours,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that takes a little bit of an endeavor. Are you telling Izzy about like what you've been doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just to give the audience a little bit of perspective, but you see the scene where Cosrius is in a very comfy looking living area. There's weapons everywhere. It's very messy. There's books, there's plants, there's like at least 2 cats kind of roaming around, but neither of them are Celeste, which is Izzy's partner Lillian's familiar. That was a very long statement. So they have 2 other cats as well. And then she sits you down and she listens as she is, she's a very tall, super strong and ripped human, and she's just very patiently listening, and as she's doing so, she is quickly piercing through your horns, which take a little bit longer, and insert the jewelry that you have, I assume, and have been holding on to for a while. Taken from your old home, and it takes a while, but especially since she's like listening and it's like a moment of comfort to you as well, and it feels pretty good. So and after you finish,
Thank you so much. Oh,
are you telling her the phrase that was given to you in the dream?
yes.
Okay, so as you tell her that phrase, she goes, huh, that's a weird one. I haven't heard that before, but I bet Lil has. So maybe you should go visit her. To be honest with you, I don't think she ever came back last night. I was conked, but she is deep in some research right now, so she might still be at the library.
All right. Thank you so much. And also, thank you so much for doing this. I really, really appreciate it. I just feel like I probably won't come back from this. And I just wanted to feel whole. At least connected to my family. These are my mom's piercings.
She puts a hand on your shoulder, and in this just like moment of affection, she's taller than you by far. She smears her thumb across your forehead and says, "Have faith. If you say you're not coming back, then the chances of you not coming back happen, because it means you're willing to stay behind or for things to end. So say that you're going to make it out and you're going to keep your friends alive."
Cosrius starts getting teary.
Arm yourself with knowledge.
You're right. And I will. Cosrius gives her a big hug.
Yeah, she hugs you, and it's like Izzy to you has her hugs and her like time with her has felt the closest to family since you've moved here, and probably in a very long time. And so it's just like this huge moment of comfort, and kind of like when you hug mom or mom vibes when you haven't hugged mom in so long and all of a sudden you just want to cry. It's one of those moments. So but she just lets you.
Aww.
Are you gonna go to
thank you.
Going to the library right away?
I think so.
hold on. And she rushes into the kitchen, and like you smell the coffee being reheated, and you hear her like slamming things around, and she comes back with a coffee cup and like a whole fistful of flowers that are not like bound pretty, but they're a fistful of flowers and a couple of pastries in like a bag. And she goes, "Will you please give these to my lovely wife?"
I will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So
I promise to come back.
good, as you should. I will see you later this evening or tomorrow. And if I don't hear
See you
from
later.
we'll come find you, okay?
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yeah, definitely would have told the password and the way to the place
Okay.
in the sewers.
Sounds good. Are you heading to the library?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we do that, is there anything else that anybody else would
Sure.
like to do this morning?
I don't think so.
Thing in particular for me.
Okay, sounds good. So, I feel like we just see a moment of Blossom, like, underneath Asmodeus's table as Blake is sitting down, and she kind of, like, half wakes up and peels her face off, and then, like, slams her forehead into Blake's knee, and then realizes where she is. But...
Oh, this is what you mean by a corner.
Yes, exactly. And I like pull myself up into the chair and be like, oh, I need some food.
You should really buy your own room.
I have my own room. I just prefer this corner.
That's not quite a good way to sleep.
I mean, I feel fine. And Blossom, she stretches and she's like literally looks fine. It didn't phase her at all to sleep in the corner.
That's beautiful.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so you guys get some breakfast.
He's just very confused right now.
Yeah. You guys get some breakfast. It's delicious, and you're enjoying that moment. You see Cosrius kind of like walk through and wave at you briefly, and then like point, and they head towards the library. So Cosrius, as you walk into the library, it's a huge library. There is like a whole district in the city where they have a couple of libraries in the various church buildings, as well as in some of the other different places, and there's a bunch of private libraries, but this is like a library that's dedicated to researching creatures and history, and to log history, as well as like information on magic that can specifically help adventurers. And the librarian, Lillian, who you know very well because she is Izzy's partner, she has worked really, really hard to have like a whole variety of books. You also know that she has occasionally planted a few smut books throughout, like very dirty romance books throughout, that just like people stumble upon, and she thinks it's hilarious to watch them blush. So yeah, but you you walk into the library and there's nobody there this time of morning, and she's kind of sitting at the main desk, and it's odd because she is sitting cross-legged on her chair, and you know that she spaces out a lot, but which is funny because she's an air genasi. Space. But her lilac-colored hair is just floating through the air, and her eyes are closed, and she's just sitting there. And Celeste jumps down, her familiar, who often takes the form of a cat, and actually most often takes form of a tressum, which is a winged cat. But she is patterned, and actually it kind of reminds you of when you saw Rivulette's familiar, the stars imprinted all the way through. And she twines between your legs, and looks up at you and kind of starts purring.
I'll give Celeste a little scratch.
Aw, she's happy. And then she kind of trots with you back over towards Lillian, who does not seem to have noticed your entrance at all.
Hey, Lillian.
She opens her eyes in a flash, and you see that they are completely white at the moment. And she looks at you. Do you believe in fate? Or the hands of the gods? And she smiles off.
Both?
Good. And then Celeste paws her nose twice, and then her eyes blink back to a very vibrant purple. And she, looks like she's just waking up and says, "Oh, Cosrius, hello. It's so good to see you."
Hi. These are for you from Izzy.
She's so sweet.
I do have a question. Have you heard the phrase, wound from another wound, brushing mine in the crowd? Sorry, I forgot the first bit.
No, you're good. Let's see. And you see her, take a moment, and you, mentally is flashing through probably thousands upon thousands of knowledge. And she actually takes out, pulls into one of her, cups on the side of her desk, which is a mess, by the way. There's books everywhere and paper everywhere, and you see star charts and everything. And on top of the star chart that's kind of messily laying there, she shoves it to the side a little bit and then throws bones down. And actually, I'm gonna have you roll this. Will you roll me a D100, a luck check?
Sure. Let's roll on the correct sheet.
Okay. A 42.
Why is it rolling here?
Odd. Okay. I kind of have an area. Hold on. And you're like, what? How did you get an area from bones? But all right. And you know that she's a divination wizard, so she has a lot. She speaks with the stars and the gods and all sorts of weird things and listens to the astral plane constantly. So she's a little crazy sometimes. But she takes off into the library, you following her, and Celeste kind of flying beside your head. And occasionally Celeste, when Lillian stops and starts rifling through books, Celeste will land on your horns like a little cat perch. Yeah, but let's see.
Cosrius is like, I've been chosen.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, she passed the DC. So after a little bit, she's rifling through books for a good 15 minutes, and after a little bit she pulls a book out and looks through it and goes, this, and then turns and pushes it towards you. And it seems to be a very, very old book that probably a good 200 years old, which is, I would say 250 years old, which for this world is old. Or it maybe came from, you faintly know that a lot of people back in that day came from some sort of other plane and to populate this earth. And so maybe it came from that. But she hands you the book and is kind of pointing at it, and you see a page that talks about Anasi, the Lady of Spider and Secrets. And the information that you glean from it is that she's known only for serving herself. Her cult members have completely given over their lives to her glory and to her worship, and become part of her family, of which she is in charge. They benefit by being stripped of their secrets and rumors, and they often take small forms of her poison to gain a resistance to it. You also see scraps of paper. So this book seems to be about otherworldly entities, but you see a scrap of paper like stuck in there, and she rolled really well, and so you gain access to the entirety of the poem. And so for the sake of this, I will actually like read it to you guys, but I will also drop it in Roll20 for people to see. Okay. So she takes it from you and holds it and goes, secrets, infesting my half-sleep. Did you enter my wound from another wound, brushing mine on a crowd? Or did I snare you on my sharper edges, as a bird flying through cobweb trees at sunup carries off spiders on its wing? Secrets, running over my soul without a sound, only when dawn comes tiptoeing, ushered by a suave wind. Then dreams disintegrate like breath shapes in frosty air. I shall overhear you barefoot, scatting off in the darkness. I shall know you secrets by the litter you have left and by your bloody footprints.
Lazarus's hand starts shaking.
And then
I have to ask everyone about this.
When she was reading the poem, her eyes went like back to the white and glossed over, and then she blinks back to her normal purple and goes, "Are you hunting down Anasi?"
Yes, I guess. Well, I guess a cult of hers, really.
Interesting. Well, knowledge helps. Good luck. And she like
Thank you so much,
wanders off before you even get the chance to thank her. And actually she had picked up another book and is like starting to read it, and she's gone.
Bye. By myself. Am I allowed to take books out of the library?
Yeah, you can take that book. So
Okay,
you
sweet.
also get special treatment, so 110%. Like you never pay a library fine, and if you wanted to be there late, she would always let you. So, yeah, she likes you.
The biggest crime, library fine.
I know.
Or no, the biggest crime, late library books. There we go. Wait, Cosmos is running, back to the table.
Perfect.
I saw the rest of the party at.
Yep, they're all there.
Everyone, I found something. With the help of Lillian. And then, kind of flips the book to the Anasi pages, and then shows the poem as well. This has, the words that, happened in my vision.
You have visions? What? Blossom's just gonna read it and be very confused.
Blake will begin reading it as well, and then he'll comment that, like, some of these words were in the dream I had last night.
And I'll do the same, and like, oh, I recognize some of that as well.
Well, I don't recognize any of this. This is definitely not what my dream was like.
Well, want to share what your dream was like?
Maybe later.
Alright. Under one of your tables.
Blossom just starts to daydream off a little bit.
In one of your secret corners, wink wink.
Something happened
maybe.
to us?
I mean, it sounds like you all had dreams with words, which is like a little suspicious.
Yes. my dream was hollow except for those words. I didn't get much else.
My dream was vastly vivid, but I still had some of those words.
So does this help us at all? You know, Blossom is like, didn't really read it properly. She read like the first 2 lines and then just sort of got bored.
Well, what words were in each of ours? Maybe that'll be helpful. I don't know.
Let me see. Did I snare you on my sharper edges, as a bird flying through cobweb trees at sunup carries off spiders on its wings?
Mine is, did you enter my wound from another wound, brushing mine in a crowd?
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. And then just looks over at Asmodeus.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now. Mine was the last bit of the bloody footprints.
Hmm.
Osrius, what is this book about?
The gods, are deities of this world, I think, right?
No,
I've forgotten immediately.
It's about
Oh my
really
gosh.
powerful otherworldly entities. So not necessarily deities.
Powerful otherworldly entries. Okay.
Not necessarily deities, but like just like other people that probably are from a different dominion that don't reign over here, but may have contact here. So.
I want to roll intelligence to see if Blake can put 2 and 2 together.
Okay.
No?
Go for it. 11.
I think the spiders did this.
I think so. Would I know that? Would I come to that conclusion, actually?
You can come to whatever conclusion that you would like to come to.
Okay. I wasn't too sure if I need to roll for that conclusion
Right,
or
right.
not.
I just wanted to roll for it because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, here's the dumb character, but he figures out, oh my goodness, Anasi is on this.
Oh yeah, right. No, yeah, Blossom's not figuring out anything.
I think the spiders did a lot more than dissuading people from getting to the door.
Well, yeah, but some of us, yeah, we all came in contact with them. Yeah. So again, I guess there are more than just gatekeepers.
Maybe they create new, well, for lack of a better word, new recruits.
Is there anything else in this book that we might find useful?
Is there the symbol?
If you want, you can go ahead and make an investigation check.
I shall do that.
Whoever wants to look over the book.
And I have it.
Oh, yeah, mine's pretty bad.
Can I help?
So is mine.
I was gonna say, yeah, I should not do investigation.
Actually, what is my investigation?
Mine.
Mine's
I've got a -2.
I have a 0.
same. Yes, same.
So I
Okay.
rolled
Yep.
So with the 13...
I'll help someone do it.
Okay. So if somebody wants advantage...
Yeah, I was gonna help too.
Okay.
I've already made it in check. It's like, oh yeah, just let someone else do it.
Go ahead. Let's see the advantage.
Oh, I roll again. Okay.
Roll for it.
That was worse.
Oh no.
Well,
Alright, 13
so
it is.
with the 13, you kind of breeze through this book. You see of a couple different entities, and actually, interestingly enough, you see a little bit of information on the goddess that you just recalled, because she didn't used to be a goddess. So Katsua, she's the growing goddess of healing and herbs. She's brand new, and she actually is the sister to Riren, and this book is very dated, and so it talks about how she was very gentle and likes to help people, and was only the size of a palm when she was first born. So,
Aw.
very small, but she's the sister of Riren. But if you want to make a religion check, I can tell you a little bit more information about her.
Well,
Especially since you know Riren pretty well.
I have +0. I'm not very religious. Not bad.
Okay, so this is kind of like common-ish knowledge, especially to somebody who's in Riren's church. But she in recent years began to appear to several people via dreams and pools of water and asked them to help her cultivate a culture of gentleness and helping people here on Ilumelan. And so as in 4 years, the last 4 years, she has grown and has become a pretty widespread church. And has grown physically as well and is now the size of like the other gods and continuing to grow. So the more followers she gets, the bigger she gets. So,
Ooh.
but she rules over herbalism and healing magic. But otherwise, there's information on some other different entities. There's information on things beyond the sea. There's information on a few of the creatures in the Feywild. This is like a book that seems to be full of, like, for lack of better terms, cryptids. Like, a whole bunch of cryptids. But there obviously is some truth in it because Katsu is in there as well as Anasi.
Yeah. Also, Kazuya would have relayed the information that they learned about Anasi from Lillian.
Okay. Well,
From
I
the
mean,
book.
that's also in the book. So.
Okay.
So, pretty much the information that you got is that she's known for serving herself. Her cult members have completely given over their lives and glory to worshiping her. They are part of her family, and there's rumors that they try to boost their poison resistance by ingesting poison.
So, do we think we have enough information, or are we gonna have to go ask somebody? Because
I'd say we already had enough information.
Yeah, we just got some more.
This is just concerning.
I do
I
have.
got him. Sorry. Oops. I'm just coughing. You go ahead.
Oh, okay. I do have protection from poison ready.
Well, that's good. We were lacking.
I don't really need protection poison because I'm fast enough. I'll just like avoid the poison. You know, that's my plan.
Sure, you do that.
Flashback to the
Yeah.
the other one.
The other
The one that explodes.
Yep, the one that explodes. Boom, and he got poisoned.
Right.
The one thing that I'd be immune to.
All right, and then Blossom's gonna look at Cosmos and be like, "Did you change something? Like about your?" She's just like gonna stare at you, being like, what's
Yes.
different?"
Mm-hmm.
Can't quite figure it out though.
Yes.
You just look different. You know, I can't.
Alright.
She's gonna edge closer and closer to your face.
Get a face palm. You don't see it?
It's your ears. They look different. Right,
Yeah.
I see.
Cosmos is visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's like all up in your business.
They're like, I'm trying to speak, but I can't seem to get any words out.
Blossom, leave them alone.
And Blossom's just gonna like touch one of the earrings a little bit. You know, kind of like the way when a cat taps like an ornament on a Christmas tree. That's right now. She's like taps one of them. She's like, oh, okay.
Well,
Anyways, we better get going. And she's just gonna crawl out from under the table instead of waiting for anyone to get up and let her out.
I thought you
were
would come up.
Yeah.
I thought you ate
Under
breakfast.
the table the entire time.
No, you were up on a chair. You said.
I was up, but no, and then she went
Oh my
Okay.
under
gosh.
the table back to get away.
I love Blossom.
I left you a bowl of milk down there.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to take the longest possible way out.
Perfect.
All the deep.
Like, are you guys coming or what?
The piercings look nice on you, Cosrius. And Blake will go
thank
with
you.
Blossom.
They're my
look
mother's.
wonderful.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Yes.
so cute.
They look wonderful and wow. And just bring your whole visage together.
Thank you. Yeah, it's commonplace for men to get the tattoos on the face in my culture, and commonplace for women to get piercings when we come of age.
Okay. Interesting.
Finally, just got the courage to get the piercings now.
Well, good. Glad to hear that.
So, if you didn't
thank you.
notice, Cosrius does have both now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. I was looking at the picture. It's so pretty.
They're technically rings. I'm hoping you don't want to steal them.
they're earrings.
Well, they're inferior
thinking that
anyway.
Blossom peeks back in and she's like, I already said I don't want earrings or whatever they're called. They don't matter.
Oh my gosh.
And then she leaves.
They're
Leaves.
technically
Blossom's
rings.
outside now.
They're technically
they are rings, yeah.
Well, they're inferior rings anyway.
Apparently
Blossom does
so.
not believe they are real rings whatsoever.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, so Blossom's outside waiting in the street. Probably staring at the sun or watching people making people uncomfortable by staring at them.
Yeah, there's like some guild members walking by and you're staring at them funny. All right. You're heading out the door. Are you going to swing through and grab the armor, Cosrius?
Yes.
Oh,
The
great.
dang armor.
And
Sell back
also,
my leathers.
yeah, is there anywhere where I can buy potions, like health potions?
Yeah, he would have
Right.
potions for you.
That's the other thing. I wanted to go buy some of those.
I think I don't have any, and I'm poor. I don't have any money
Okay.
to buy.
So, the potions, healing potions, plain potions are 50 gold pieces. Cosrius, I'm sure you have it all situated for the, you can sell your armor back and get the other armor. No problem.
Unless I use
So.
another.
It's the hide armor. So that's the only one that's stealthy and slightly better.
I guess that one. No.
Okay, I just basically trade for it. Woohoo!
Okay, cool. Anybody else
Okay.
want to, how many potions are you gonna get, Blossom?
I'm gonna get 2.
Okay. Cool. Anything else you want to look at?
No, just the potions.
Okay.
Is there anything nice that's worth like 25, 26 gold? I don't know. That's all I got.
Nothing magic wise, but if you wanted to look in terms of just like equipment, there's always like ball
There you go.
bearings are interesting. There's, I don't know, a whole bunch of like, you could get a
Are there
vial of
bullets?
acid.
Oh yeah, my bow already does. But are they like bullets like you can put on air to like wrap around things?
I'm sorry, what?
I think I'm saying it wrong. Never mind. But yeah, I'll get some acid. But only 26.
Okay. Acid's 25.
Of course. Why not? Of course it would be.
I have 52 gold left.
I mean, you're getting paid after this, so.
Right.
Woohoo!
Alrighty. Okay. So are you heading back the same way you went into the sewers?
Do we want to check in with the priestess first?
Yeah, we should do
priestess.
that.
We may as well.
Alrighty. So you hold hold on, let me do this. Bloop. So you head towards the Celestial Keep, the part of town kind of in the center where all of the various temples to the gods are. You walk past several. This city is phenomenal in the sense that, like, Rosewick's pretty tolerant in terms of all of the religions. They have certain gods that they tend to prefer to worship, the main denizens, but Neo especially is very tolerant and, like, is open to all, which partially goes with the fact that they allow citizenship in the city from pretty much anybody. And so there's various temples to all of the various gods, as well as temples that are popping up every day. And so, now granted, some of them are like little, oh gosh, what are they called? Like a space to worship. It's not like a full temple. Shrine! There we go. Shrine. Look at me go. Yeah. I'm a DM. I know words. Like, So there are little shrines here and there as you walk by. Some of them cute, like, areas. There's lots of trees in this area, as well as different homes for a lot of the people who run this beautiful part of town. It is very clean. And there's tons of places of study as well as lots of cozy looking stores and restaurants that kind of are in the area. So you see several bookshops, you see, you walk past a bakery that has its windows and like the whole windows to the patio fully open, and it's like dripping in plants. It's so beautiful. This is a very calming, pretty part of town. But you do make it to the temple, to Simonah in here, the silent goddess of justice and balance. This is one of the largest temples in the Celestial Keep, kind of pushed back all the way up against the river. And so as you're looking and seeing this temple, if you haven't been here before, it's a very beautiful white building that has a statue that has who you recognize as Simonah, her eyes covered, or her eyes uncovered and her mouth veiled. And she's holding her hands out kind of like on either side, and you see before her a scale, like the old-fashioned scales. So there's people pouring in and out of her temple, and red gossamer curtains kind of like blowing out, and it is absolutely beautiful. Are you proceeding in?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so you proceed in.
Is there a donation box?
Yeah, actually, there's the donation box inside. So as you go in, you see it's very beautiful, open main space. There's lots of like sunken seating areas, and there's priestesses everywhere, walking around, working with people, listening to people, kind of talking through, like working through there. But you do see a pretty evident like donation box kind of off to the side.
I give the rest of my money because I'm like, I can't buy anything with this. So. I have 1 gold and 6 silver. Bye.
Perfect.
I'm going to drop
3 gold.
I'm going to drop in a rhodochrosite.
Okay.
Or however that's pronounced. Malachite and an obsidian.
Okay.
That I have.
Blossom's going to put in one of her rings.
Interesting.
Out of her pocket, not the ones she's wearing.
Okay. Are you trying to hide it? Are any of you trying to hide the amount or anything that you're dropping in, or are you just like taking a moment?
Nope, I'm kind of...
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Or just doing it.
Oh, I kind of think you guys need this more than me, and then she puts it in.
Okay.
Like as we walk by to go further in, it just kind of a drop off.
Cool.
I sometimes like to lend my rings to those less fortunate.
Wait. You
hold on.
And you donate your rings? What is going on right now?
No, I didn't donate it.
Yeah.
I'll come back and get it when I want it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't think it will be there when you come back.
Won't
Somebody
be.
Well, you don't know
wearing
that. I'll find it.
Okay.
Cosrus
not
had a
going
look
to
of like,
find the
oh my
ring
gosh,
back.
wow, and then it just faded
Whatever.
immediately.
Yeah, I was like, wow, rude, but nobody saw that. But yeah,
Okay.
you do you, Derry.
So I love you guys. As you're walking through, you're kind of like looking around. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Sure.
Oh.
Where
Oh, not bad.
I'm good at perception, hopefully.
As usual, Blossom's perception is awful.
Okay, good.
Okay, so Blossom, you are distracted. There's like so
I'm
many.
peeking in the donation bin, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's even better. I was gonna say you're distracted by the interesting people, but you are definitely peeking in the donation bin. After everybody's backs are turned, after they like paid attention to you, a little stealthily. Are you taking anything, or are you just looking?
No, I'm just kind of looking, being like, interesting.
Okay. You see like lots of copper, silver. You see a couple of scattered gold pieces. You see the gems that Khazri has dropped in. You also see paper, like folded notes. Seems that people will drop like requests or information or like prayer things in there too. Your ring, there's not any other rings that you notice, but yeah. So
The gems are definitely tempting.
Cosmos just put those in there.
Do you want us to get cursed?
Okay.
Maybe.
But as you're doing this and debating, the rest of you notice you see, she was introduced briefly as Arl, but she was the assistant to not princess, Zia, who had spoken to you. But you see her, she's kind of off to the side talking, or not talking, but like, they speak in sign language, a lot of them. So she is signing to one of the other priestesses at the moment.
I would like to approach her and ask if we could speak in a private place.
She nods at you. And then her eyes like widen for a moment in recognition. And then she kind of squints past you, and you all like turn around and see Blossom with her head in the box, her tail twitching.
I'm gonna go grab her shoulder, be like, we need to go.
Oh, fuck. No. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Perfect.
Blossom, you gave up the ring. You can't take it back now.
We gotta go.
I will get the ring back when I need, Blake. It was not that there was other shiny things in there, but it's fine.
They're not for
Not
you,
touching the
Vivian.
shiny
I won't
things.
touch
Come
them.
on.
I won't touch them.
Do you work at the shrine? Are you a
I'm
part
just
of
like
your
staring at the box the whole time as I walk away.
Okay.
Because
So-
Maybe I am.
So sorry for my friend.
I could become a priestess easily. I didn't look over and be like,
Oh.
do you guys have any openings?
no.
You're
So-
unforgivable.
You see the corner of her eyes crinkle as though she's smiling. So her face is covered by the familiar veil. And as she speaks quietly, so you do recall that she was one of the ones who like actually spoke out loud to you to ask permission. But she's also signing with her hands as well. And she just says, it's entertaining. But do you need to speak with me, or do you need to speak with Priestess Zia?
I think we need to inform Zia of
Delia
Alright.
would be with the both of you, but
Yeah,
yes,
we can do both of
Zia
you,
would
but-
be a necessity.
All right, here. And she leads you, she like motions with her hand and leads you to this gigantic curtain that she pulls aside, and you see kind of like a little alcove. The curtain seems pretty thick, and as it drops back around, you feel the sound just like click for a moment, and the bustling area of the outside area is completely gone. So there's obviously some magic at stake that soundproofs this area for you. and it's very calm. But she motions for all of you to go in, and then she just bows and walks away for a moment.
We go in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. After a couple of minutes, the sound returns as the curtains pulled back, and Arl is there, but Priestess Zia bows her head and steps up around the kind of sitting area. It's a little bit sunken. There is a small coffee table in the center. There is a carafe of water there as well. But the priestess comes in, and then Arl follows in after her. And then Arl says, "May the priestess link with your minds again?"
Yes.
Of course.
And she nods.
I mean, sure.
She nods, and then, very specifically asking for each of your consent. And then the Priestess Zia, motions with her hand, and the same magic is cast. And especially after this morning, we'll call it, Cosrius, it makes you feel even more homesick.
Oh.
So, and you hear her voice in your heads. How can I help you?
We're coming to give an updates on our findings.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We have found evidence that Lady Beckham is being mind-controlled, if you will, by Anasi.
She just sighs. You can hear it in your head. And you see it on her face. I was worried about that.
Aside from that, we also know that her home life isn't too great,
Mm-hmm.
and we have found the belongings that we need to access the cult hideout.
All right. Well, I appreciate that update. Would you like to give me the evidence now, just in case something happens? Or do you need to hold on to it?
Most of it we can give to you, but we need to hold on to one thing specifically. Actually, shit, who has the bottle?
It was what? I do.
I
Yeah,
was I don't think I'm holding anything.
I stole the bottle from the safe.
Or I might have a few pages of notes.
Did you guys ever check
not
to
sure.
see what that bottle was?
it's just bottle with liquid.
No,
But
I don't.
no.
I don't even remember where we got a bottle from, to be honest.
It was with
The fireplace kind of area.
The fireplace.
Mhm.
Oh, right. No, I don't think we ever did, because we got distracted by other things.
Okay.
Secret safe TM.
I think I tried to, but I don't think I actually succeeded.
Right.
I'm not sure.
All right. Oh, it's very idiotic. Okay. And so you hand her the stuff, and she takes a look at it, and you just watch kind of sadness cross her face. All right. Well, her being controlled is probably not good. Definitely take out the cultist. And as I said, I'm not partial as to if you choose to tie them up, or if you choose to, your hands are tied and you need to kill them. Well, we don't
We
always,
can finally, we wouldn't do it intentionally.
well, we don't necessarily support murder. There are some cases where
Cultists.
the justice of the lady needs to be seen, especially for those who would kill others and have killed others with no thought. And her eyes harden a little bit, and it's the first moment she's a little intense.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Exactly.
Totally.
How-
Has Lady Beckham killed?
I don't know,
Okay.
but if she's being controlled and there's a connection in there, that's a bit difficult. I'm not sure what magic Anasi has access to, or how she can work through Lady Beckham, or even if Lady Beckham's going to be down there during the day, if you're going now. But just be careful. And I trust your judgment. I wouldn't have hired the Wyvern Wing if I didn't.
Thank you. We won't let you down.
Thank you.
Is there anything I can provide for you to assist in your endeavor? Are you heading right there right now?
I believe that is
Will
our
be.
current course of action, yes. Or soon.
She nods. Be safe then.
Thank you.
She takes the paperwork from you, and she walks out. And you feel like the click in your brain as she disconnects.
So,
Is
are we
she-
going
Home.
now, or?
Yeah, it would just be
Yeah.
off now.
I just didn't hear what it said because my internet was out of bullet. But
Okay. So, as you guys are walking down into the sewers, you make your way. Is there any other last minute preparation you would like to do?
I don't think so. I think I'm
nope.
good.
Alrighty. So you wander back down into the sewers easy enough. You use the torches for your friends who can't see super well. And you avoid most of the trouble since you've cleared out most of the trouble. At some point, some bats do fly over your head and scare the crap out of the less perceptive of you. But you make it back into the familiar corridor where you fought those phase spiders. Their carcasses are gone. And there's some evidence that they were dragged away.
oh, wonderful.
All right.
Was inevitable they would be
Can we-
found.
See where they were dragged, or
Yeah, you can make a survival check if you want to.
I'm a tracker, so I'm good at that. Survival, you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have proficiency. I could do that as well.
Yeah, I'm perfect. I'm not.
If you want to make a separate check because you're searching, or if you want to help, I will allow either of that.
I'll make a separate check.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So,
Whoa.
Asmodeus, you were trained at tracking in the forest, and it is really difficult because the whole bottom part is full of really gross, sludgy water, and you're just kind of not keen on getting your boots wet before you go into what you assume is a fight. And so it's hard to tell. You can kind of see where it's dragged into the water everywhere, but you can't see much more. Where Blake, it just jumps straight in the water and is not afraid of it. You see where you're tracking along the ground, and you actually kind of put your hand in and feel grooves, and that's how you track, is more by feel than sight. But you see where the first two of the spiders were dragged off towards the Thieves Guild. You kind of assume, because you follow it a little ways and then come back. And then you actually notice the one that was closest to the door was starting, you feel the grooves of it starting to be dragged away towards the Thieves Guild. And then you notice that there's weird blood kind of smeared against the underside of the lip of the pathways in the sewers. That's fresher than your fight. And then the phase spider body was not actually dragged towards the Thieves Guild. It looks like it was dragged back towards the door.
I think me banging on their doors caught a lot of attention. Something came out and took one of the bodies away.
I wonder where they took it.
Well, we're gonna go.
There's
through the
literally
door.
one
Hopefully
area they
find
could
out.
take it.
Well, I mean, that one's not headed towards the Thieves Guild. They could have taken it out of the sewers and anywhere.
No, it's a dead end back in the way towards the entrance. So they really couldn't have taken it anywhere.
I mean, there could be a visible hole in the wall that we didn't see, and Blossom's just like, you don't know, okay? And she starts babbling off to herself.
I got in this water for a reason, you know.
Well, look, I
don't care
Oh my
for
God,
being
no, sorry.
messy,
I have the
but what I'm
worst cough
saying
tonight.
is the truth.
So, why are we in a dead end? Where?
Well,
Oh
this,
Is this
my
where we have to
goodness.
say the word?
yeah,
Yes.
the symbol's
Yes.
on the wall.
Yeah, we do. We have to say the word.
Mm-hmm. Well, someone needs to say it, because I don't want to get hit if it opens, so someone else needs to do that.
I'll say it.
I'm fragile. I'm
We
gonna
also
stand
need a
back.
physical symbol.
Right.
Do we remember a
bottles
physical
for.
symbol?
That's what the bottle is for.
Is the bottle?
The bottle doesn't have a physical symbol on it.
I was like,
I
we discussed this, didn't we? I can't remember.
Oh,
I
shoot.
fished something out.
Can I quickly carve a symbol? Quote unquote quickly.
Asmodeus, what are you doing?
5 hours later.
I fished it out.
Okay, so Asmodeus fishes something out of his pocket, and are you revealing
Sleight
it
of
to the
hand.
group?
No, I'm not. It's sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead and roll sleight of hand for me. Okay. Nobody with their passive perception necessarily notices you fishing it out. Cosrius, are you going to try to carve the symbol onto something?
Yeah, sure. I'll try to.
Okay. What are you carving it into?
A piece of wood that I have in my wood kit.
Okay, and
wood carver's
since
kit.
you're proficient with wood carvers, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a dexterity check with your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
I'm proficient.
Oh, it's plus 3. Okay. Okay, so I'll just roll it, and then. Ooh,
Okay.
I gotta use my blast or inspiration. What's that one?
Oh, your DM
D4?
inspiration? Oh, you didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you blessed still? I thought that.
Last
Yeah, I
time.
still had the blast. I didn't
Okay.
use it up.
Go ahead and add that d4 then.
Okay,
But
sweet.
yeah, it was to persuade me from going away from the door.
Yep.
Was it?
Yes.
Did I use that?
Oh, yep, you did.
We all tried.
Okay.
to.
No,
No, did
I
you?
don't think so. No.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
No.
I don't remember, man.
Forget
I
that.
forgot.
Back
I don't
anyway,
remember
because it's like, hey,
anymore.
we can go do other things, you know.
Hey, you can just use the bless.
Right.
It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Oh shoot. Brain is like forgetting how to do the other rolls. D4. Roll
Yeah, I somehow forget
Ooh.
everything tonight.
plus a 4,
Yeah.
so
Okay, so 14.
okay, 10 plus 3 plus 4, 17.
17? Okay, good to
That
know.
doesn't. Yeah,
It looks pretty.
I think. Yeah.
It looks pretty good. You're not sure if it would pass as a symbol. You're not quite sure. You just were told that it needs to be a physical symbol, but it's pretty accurate. Like, it's pretty accurate and you're pretty confident in it. So, it does take you about like 5-ish minutes though.
Yay.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. I mean, we'll say that you're working on that while Blake is, learning stuff about the tracking stuff. Okay. Alrighty, what are you guys doing?
Right. Well, Dracoon, what are you actually
Sesame.
doing with what
I'm-
you pulled out of your pocket?
I'm putting it to the crest.
Well, that's what I was thinking. You're like doing that right away. Does it
Yeah,
does
I'm-
it do anything? I'm curious.
I'm going to remind you that you need to say the passcode first, and then you
Right.
need to present the symbol after to the portal
Mhm.
within.
Oh yeah, I thought Blake was doing the password right then. Then I was
Oh.
going to do that.
To be
after
honest,
he
I
did
forgot the
that.
password, so I just said open sesame.
What secret terrain? Poison.
Let's see.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
let's see
Okay.
Oh,
good-
So, as
Well, I'll
Cosrius...
say that under my breath. but yeah.
As Cosrius kind of says it, as you guys are debating this, and Asmodeus is saying it under his breath, the symbol on the wall glows a vibrant green. The now familiar sign of the spider web behind a vial The door indents and slides down into the ground, revealing a room as small as a broom closet. It's covered in cobwebs, with shards of something gray and green littering the floor with pebbles and bones. But before you is a rather large portal door. It is like an archway with green, faintly growing runes across the top that is empty, and you see the stone wall behind it. And as you watch this, they seem to flash a little light as if they acknowledge your presence, but they're not quite awake.
They look like spiders.
What?
Now then.
Okay.
So can we see what they look like, or?
The runes? They look like arcane
Oh, I
runes.
was muted.
You don't
Okay.
actually... what languages do you speak?
Me, I do Common, Elvish, Giant, and Goblin.
Okay. You don't recognize the runes. You know that a lot of super high-level magic and ritual stuff use a lot of magic runes. That's pretty common knowledge, but you don't recognize them at all.
Are they infernal or primordial?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
So is
Anybody
it
read the runes?
possible to jump over the stuff on the floor and just get into the portal?
The portal isn't open yet. You have to present the symbol. Nobody has told me that they've done that.
I used it to get that door open, but
No, the first door was opened by the passcode.
well then I'm gonna go up with and do that with the symbol.
Okay. The rest of the group is now at this point looking at you. So are you trying to hide it at all,
Hi.
or are you just doing it?
I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
I feel
do
like
a
pause race is a little bit
performance
slower.
And kind of fall and like push it that way.
Okay, sure. I was gonna say stealth to try to like block it with your body, but that's funny. Okay. So you are falling, but you actually like step in, and you notice that this weird gray green stuff like cracks, and it pulls your boot out, and you actually like biff it, and the symbol is not presented to the portal. It actually falls and tumbles. And all the three of you see a symbol of Anasi on a gray token on the ground. You rolled a nat one, I'm sorry.
I did. I
Yeah.
thought that. Oh,
It's
it
red.
was a total. All right.
Asmodeus, what the heck are you doing?
What is that? Where did you get that? That looks...
Where did you find this?
Why didn't you tell us about it?
Because it's from my past.
But it seems like we needed this a long time ago. You could have let us know
I didn't
and we wouldn't have
know.
had to
I didn't-
search.
We wouldn't know of the password, but we just straight up fell into the room.
Well, I was tried to be performancey, but that clearly did not work. My boot got caught.
Can I pick up the thingy?
Yeah.
I tried to get over to it quickly, but no.
We'll say for the sake of this, just roll me 2 dexterity checks, or one of each of you roll a dexterity check to see who kind of gets it first.
3.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no.
I may have fallen, but I'm still dexterous.
Okay, so he scrambles and snatches it rather
Sorry.
quickly.
It's, in short, something that links me to what happened in my past and my missing sister, and I just didn't know you guys, so I didn't trust you enough to tell you.
That's fair.
That's okay. I
He
still don't
hears
trust
the
you.
word sister, and his face softens a little, and he says, "That's not something you want to talk with us. That is perfectly fine."
Maybe later, now that my relationship to this thing has been somewhat revealed, but no, I pretty much, in short, I found this after a grave incident at my dwelling, we'll say.
Blossom is just visibly angry. She doesn't like that you didn't tell everyone.
Blake gives a little jab to Blossom, and it's just like, "Come on."
What? I mean, fine. Can we go in? And she's just like a little annoyed, but she just sort of crosses her arms and like taps her foot a little. It's like
I don't
getting
know.
impatient.
I don't know. Can we go in?
You turn
Are we
back.
able? No, I'm asking Blossom. Like, can we go in?
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
No, I'm being an asshole.
I don't know. Try the symbol at the door, and then I looked at Cosmos and be like, maybe you should just try yours. You know, you did a really good job of it.
I listed my
Actually,
boot,
sure,
and then I
just in
put it-
case.
And then I put it there. I put my boot on and then I put the symbol there without any.
Okay. Cool.
I was
antics
thinking
or
just in
anything.
case if we can't get out,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
that we know.
Sounds good. So you present the symbol, and the runes glow all around it, and you see a swirling green portal that has been activated.
Is that Asmodeus' symbol or mine?
Asmodeus's.
Okay.
And with that, I think we're going to take a brief break. So we will be back to see what happens when the group steps through this portal and heads on into the cultists' abode. We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. So on the hour. See ya. And we are back a little bit early. We were all super speedy in our break. So I hope that you guys are back too. And we're going to pick up right where we left off, where the group discovered that Asmodeus maybe has a little bit of a connection from his past with this cult, as well as they managed to open the door by saying the passcode and presenting the symbol of Anasi. So, you all step through the portal. The scent of something acritic overtaking you. Blake, it's pitch black in here, and you hear nothing. But the rest of you make out a super dark stoned room, the edges seeming to disappear into nothingness. You can barely make out the door on the other side. The way to it seemingly clear on the ground, however, there's like a clear pathway, and on either side of it you see piles of webbing, weird looking bone, green fragments, and bones. And Asmodeus, with your perceptive nature, you look off to the side and kind of see near one of these like piles of bones, weird looking like small wooden figurine.
I'm gonna make.
All right, I'm pulling out the bullseye lantern.
Okay.
To look at those.
Okay, so you pull out the bullseye lantern. Are you lighting it too?
Yes.
Okay. And then,
Thank you.
Asmodeus, you bend down and pick it up, and you notice it's a wood carving of an elven figure. And it's kind of weird.
How so weird?
And I have a map for you, so you can drop yourselves on it.
Uh-oh.
How is this
Nap time.
weird?
Okay. So, I am going to say,
Oh, jeez.
disclaimer, I'm well aware that this map is not perfectly symmetrical.
Oh, your
It-
maps are wonderful.
It's going to
Oh,
bug
no,
me.
That's it now.
But you guys are down by this
Oh, no.
door down at the bottom.
Okay, good. I like placed myself in the darkness by accident. And I'm like, oh no.
I attract darkness.
So,
I love it.
you
I
guys
love
are
it.
like right by the door.
Good. How do we?
So you're like right here. And then, I just moved the map. I apologize. And then, I would say that you wandered like right to here, Asmodeus, to pick up the things.
Sorry, doing that again. I was looking. I haven't.
Over to the left a little bit.
Okay, cool. I just have another. Okay.
You're gonna have to put the radius for the light back on.
I'll just say that this room is illuminated now in the typical little V. You can see it. The radius is 60 feet, is it not?
60 foot bright, 60 foot dim.
Yeah.
It's a cone.
So you're gonna be fine. You hit the other door. So we'll just say that you can see the room in the cone of where
You
you're
said
shining it.
The figures were odd. How can I?
Yeah, so you're looking at it and you see, interestingly enough, go ahead and make me an investigation check. And what are the rest of you doing while he's doing this?
Investigation. I'm investigating.
I would like to explore the rest of the room.
0.
Keeping out an eye out for enemies.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll just be looking around, see if I can see anything.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception
Check for me.
Yep, for both of you. Blake is kind of wandering away a little bit. Okay. Cosrius, you don't pick up on anything specifically. Oh, actually, sorry, hold on one second. I'm gonna do this investigation check first. So, Asmodeus, as you're looking at this figure, with a 16, you see that it's beautifully carved, and it looks like an elf, like, head torso thing. And oddly enough, there seems to be a groove in the back of where it looks like something with a very, like, a dagger, maybe, or something along those lines, like, maybe on purpose, maybe accidentally, like, carved through the whole back of the head. So, Cosrius, as you're looking around, you don't pick up on anything. You see there's, like, the weird webbing on the ground. There's bones everywhere and fungus growing, and it's really interesting. Blossom, something feels off. Something feels very off. And you just get like the flicker of something
Oh, no.
kind of over in this corner as
Oh boy.
as
Oh, no.
something, you see it, and just as you're about to like shout out a warning, you see something like fly down and begins to attack Asmodeus.
Oh no!
So
Uh-oh.
Everyone, I was gonna move back to the part before the but I will.
you were distracted by the figurine and it was attacking you.
Pretty figure.
I was like, yeah,
Oh,
no, you're
no.
getting attacked now.
Okay,
It's
so
a green little boy.
So this one, for the sake of this, we are going to roll initiative, and then some creatures are going to get a surprise round. Alrighty?
Alrighty.
I got attacked first by the spider. And I'm the ranger.
Okay.
But
Oh no! I got a 1.
I find that hilarious that I'm the ranger and I get attacked by surprise.
He somehow rolled worse than you?
Your passive perception was
the
not
fuck?
high enough.
Wow.
Not 20.
That's one.
So,
Valid.
Damn.
I'm rolling it out on initiative, but okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay, so now we are in the surprise round, and the way this is going to work is, Blossom, you detected this creature, so you can act on the surprise round against this creature because you noticed it. Okay? That's how I'm going to rule it.
Okay.
So, but only against that creature because that's the only one you noticed. But there are other things that are going to happen because there's other things that are there.
Well,
Oh, good.
So, Asmodeus, this is a surprise round. You were surprised, so therefore you cannot act
Really?
on this turn.
the little Metal Gear exclamation point goes above my head.
The what?
Did it? The Metal Gear exclamation point.
Oh, yep, pretty much. Okay, so what's going to happen is this creature is going to take a bite at you. So that is a 22 to hit.
Oh, fuck, that hit.
Okay, you take 3
that does.
piercing damage and 3 poison damage. As this little dragon wormling, it's about as big as you, jumps on top of your head and just starts biting at one of your ears.
Oh, that's rude.
Yep. So, and then, let me see something. Okay, that's gonna go there. This is gonna come there. Sorry, I'm moving everything now, and then I'm gonna pop it in because nobody noticed. Bloop.
We are bad explorers.
Oh no. Closer.
God! No!
No, no.
Okay, so these
Ooh,
creatures
that's hard.
descend from the sky. And
Okay.
this one right in front of both of you is going to open its mouth. And
God.
actually it flies a little bit further. And unleashes a cone of poison damage. So I need both of you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Good news, you got a +2.
Yeah, so
Uh,
Blossom, you have an additional +2 because you're in Cosrius's little circle.
Oh, okay.
It's 10 feet.
Sorry, we're
Hey, what do you-
doing the saving throw?
Well, the Cosrius would
Yep.
also have the +2, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I did the wrong one.
That's okay.
Con save.
Con save.
Oh no. Yikes.
Boy.
Well, it's
Boy.
because, yeah, dexterity is one above constitution. I just clicked the wrong one.
Okay.
Oh
You're doing great.
Wrap it a half.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, this is
Dick.
nice.
Well,
Like, great start.
Okay, so this thing opens its mouth and unleashes a cone of poison, and both of you take 28 poison damage.
Oh my god, I'm almost.
I rolled almost max damage. I'm not joking.
Yikes! It's a good thing I leveled up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you would have been insta down one
Right?
level before. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Holy mo-
Okay.
Yikes, bud.
Okay, fuck.
Okay. And then these two are going to bite at you, Blake, both at advantage because they're flanking. Well, I mean, they also would have advantage because they're surprising you. The first one's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so for 10 piercing and 4 poison damage. And the next one's a 23 to hit
That also hits.
for 10 piercing and 1 poison damage. And you just are, one of these things is on your front, like latched into your shoulder, biting you, and the other is like biting into your lower back, and you're like wrapped in little green dragons.
They're so cute.
They are pretty.
Bane.
Okay. And that is the end of their turn. We're skipping Cosrius because it's a surprise. Blossom, you can attack this one and this one alone because you detected it.
So this stuff on the floor, are those like stuff we can't walk on, or is
So
it just
you
like...
can. The only thing that you can't walk through, that you know of, are these pillars right here. These are
Okay.
pillars. Otherwise, the other stuff you can walk through. It just is difficult terrain because it's like webbing and bones and shards of shit. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure how far away I am.
You could do the flank if you cunning action it.
Well, if you
I don't know what that means.
if you go here and go here. Oh, sorry. Wait, I don't know why I wanted you to flank with the dragon.
I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to attack Dragoon.
So,
Should be like 5, 10, and then 20, 30, 40,
Yeah, 30 is your max.
45.
Wait, what?
so you could get there with 45 movement if you want to flank, or you could get to, which you can dash as a bonus action, or you could get to, this is like 10 feet, 20, 30. You could get to here and still be able to hit without using your bonus action.
Because unless I can leave at the end, I don't think I can go attack, or I'll die.
Right.
Well, so what
Just
you could
activate
do.
the flame sword and kill it. Ta-da.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, so activate sword, I think, is also going to be the
Is a
the bonus action. So I
No.
can't.
Correct.
Right. I
Or
forgot.
you
Back.
could just attack with the sword and use the sword's like natural thing, and then use your bonus action to dash and back up. It is up to you. Those are
Yeah,
your
well,
like
if I can
3
get-
options.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I can get close enough to attack it with the sword and then back off, I could do that.
You would just have to use your bonus action, so you won't be able to
Mm-hmm.
flame your sword.
Yeah, but can I use it without that? I
Yeah,
don't know.
definitely.
Yeah.
You
How to
it's
do the
just
roll for
we
that,
take
but-
we just roll it like normal, and we'll just take away the fire damage.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did with my bows. One's close
Yeah.
and one's not, so.
Yeah, so I will do that. I'm not sure where exactly
So right here.
to stand. But that okay, yeah. I was like, it was summer. There's so many. Oh no, there was so many arrows.
All the arrows.
This
That's
one.
okay.
One more
this-
over.
Or this one.
Yep. And then
Right.
you're
I have
right
to make it
there, so
bigger.
you can attack.
Okay, yeah. And then. Yeah,
It's
so
just
then
a
I'll
regular
attack
hit,
with-
but you do get sneak attack because one of your allies is causing problems with it.
Right. So I don't actually. Oh my god, I have to sneeze. 1 sec.
Bless you.
Oh, it went away. I'm sorry. I'm sick and I keep having to mute to cough and sneeze.
You're fine.
Okay, so so do I have to do anything different for a sneak attack or?
Nope, just a normal attack.
All right.
Okay, a 19 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ah! Spooked me.
Okay, so you do 9 piercing damage and 11 sneak attack damage. So
right.
as you drive your sword into kind of a chink in its wing, and you injure its wing, and it looks like it's gonna struggle to fly a little bit. but it's still up. It's looking like it's bleeding a lot of this very green, viscous blood, and you get the acritic scent gets stronger in your nose. So are you gonna use your bonus action to run away?
Yeah. So
Okay,
I'm not
where
sure
are you
how.
gonna go?
Can I go back to where I was, or can I not go as far?
If you want to, you can. So you have 30 feet of movement. It's just double here. So this is 10. If you wanted to go over here, this would be 10.
Right, no, I think I'll
this
go
would
back
be
this
normal.
way.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah, you're fine right there. Okay. Blake, you were surprised. So now we are at the top of the true round. Okay. So, Asmodeus, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Right, I'm going to swing at it with my short swords.
Go for it.
So that if I move, it'll get a attack of opportunity.
That is
so.
correct. 23 does
23
hit.
So, swing with bull. And I'm gonna add 1, 2, and adding my dreadful strikes once per turn.
Okay. So that's your normal.
Normal, and then dreadful strikes is the last one.
I don't see a second to hit. I only see one.
Oh, sorry, let me roll again. My bad. My bad.
No, you're good.
That does not hit. Only once.
Okay,
It
so
doesn't-
you do. We'll take the first one. So 7 piercing damage, and can you add your dreadful strike to that one?
Sure.
Okay, so and 2 psychic damage as you plunge your sword into this thing. You kind of aim for the chink that like Blossom carved, and one of its wings is cut off, and it is screeching in pain, and it is glaring at you with a personal vendetta.
I glare back.
Okay,
Back with
Yeah,
the
get
chinks.
it is. Yeah, thanks. Okay, it is its turn. It opens its mouth, and you see poison start to come out of it, and it is going to breathe poison on you. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Hell, Constitution.
Does that hit Blossom or Cosrus?
Let's see.
I'll see you next one.
It technically would hit Blossom. Yes.
Rip.
Alright, bye, Blossom.
Hey,
Am I
I haven't
just out of
done
range?
much damage.
Oh.
Yeah, you are just out of range because it's a 15-foot cone.
God.
Actually, okay, so theoretically, since it's 15 feet, it would do, it's 15 feet across the top, and this is the center point. So, I don't think it would actually hit Blossom. See?
No, but the way a cone works is that it just goes diagonal and then everything inside it. So you would go
interesting.
like that.
You're right.
It would cover all of this.
Oh no.
Okay,
That's true.
cool. So you are hit. So go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, too.
With a +2 for Blossom. Asmodeus is too far away.
Yeah, I am. It
Is
was a
16
20
gonna
and then
make it?
rolled with
Hold
9.
on 1 second, sorry. Okay. Okay, so a 9 does not make it, a 16 does. So, Asmodeus, you take 18 poison damage as this thing just unleashes on you. You were its prey, it was hunting you. Blossom, you take half damage, so you take 9 poison damage.
Yeah, so I'm that's more than I have.
Okay, so
Oh no.
you fall unconscious. So as you kind of flatten yourself back against the wall, Cosrius, she falls limp, like on top of you almost. And it surprises you, so she does still go prone down in her thing, but like you're aware that she is unconscious. Okay, that is this guy's turn. Let me take some more dragon turns. Okay, let's see if this one gets its breath back. It does not. It's gonna go for its prey and bite you, Cosrius.
Oh good.
That is a 7.
Does not hit.
Okay, cool. These two around you, Blake, are going to continue their tag teaming there. So one of them is an 18 to hit.
That meets, so does it.
Okay, so 7 piercing damage and 4 poison.
Oh.
And
Okay.
then the next one's 9.
That misses.
Okay. That
I
is
am now at half HP. Let's go.
okay. So you are looking not so great over there too. Okay, Cosrius. Oh wait. I skipped Blake's turn. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Nope.
good.
No, I didn't. Never mind. JK. I thought I did. Okay, it's your turn.
Oh gosh. Sorry. Oh gosh, why is my scroll wheel being weird? Okay. Shit. Sorry. Action. Okay. You know what? I am going to do. Jeez. I'm going to use my lay on hand and give Blossom 15 points.
So will that like bring me back?
Yeah. Yeah, 15 points.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll something and scare you guys. Okay.
No worries.
Mm,
And
Yeah,
I
okay.
am going to also cast Sanctuary on Blossom.
Okay. So as
That's my
a
bonus
Sanctuary a
action.
bonus action?
Sanctuary is a bonus
What?
action.
Alright.
Yep.
So, Cosrius kneels down. Blossom, you feel the same energy pour into you. Is it red light? Kind of washing over you?
Red and orange.
Red and orange.
Red,
light.
orange, yellow.
Yep, and that's what you open your
Forgotten.
eyes to, and there's a dragon right there, but you feel a little bit more protected. Will you drop just the deets for Sanctuary so I remember?
Sure, I'll try to copy paste them.
Cool. Sounds good. Are anything else? Are you staying there? Are you moving?
I am staying because that's about all I can. Or actually,
Okay. So you are
I
prone,
might-
Blossom.
move.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Sarah, if you want to move. Okay.
I move there.
So Blossom, you are prone. It takes half your movement to stand up.
Okay.
If you attack, I believe you lose the Sanctuary. Let me...
So
No.
yeah,
Oh yeah, an attack. Okay.
yeah. So what does that actually do again?
So, Sanctuary... Hold on one moment.
I forgot about that attack thing. Damn.
That's okay. Well, it means that she might be able to get away if she wants to get some distance and get her shit together.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think I need to back off.
Where... Nope.
Can I change my movement?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. I'm just gonna go a little bit farther.
Yay, thank you.
Okay, you ward a creature within range of attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. So, with the sake of opportunity attack, I wouldn't say they would be able to target another creature. Is kind of how I usually DM rule that. So if you wanted to pull away, they'll have to make a wisdom saving throw. If they make it, they can hit you still. If you don't, then they can they lose it. So you can pull away, or if you attack, then you will lose Sanctuary, but you do have your mobile, but you only have 15 feet of movement.
Yeah. No, I think. Sorry. I think I should get away as far as I can, and maybe I don't know if I can heal at the same time, but
Do you have
I was
potions?
thinking maybe I could. Yeah, I have 2, so I was thinking maybe I
Okay.
could.
Okay. So you can So, reminder that you can use your bonus action to dash, and then you can take a potion as an action.
Right, but I maybe also should light my sword as my bonus action.
You can take, okay, then you could use your action to dash if you want more movement to get away, or you could take a potion. What are you doing?
I'm just looking. I think I can move. Oh, I'm on the wrong. I'm trying to get the ruler. I think I can move over.
So
if it
you
takes
can,
half my.
You can only use 15 feet right now because you stood up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm not sure it's
So, but this is difficult terrain over here, so you can only move like here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was like, I'm not sure it's actually gonna do me any good to move over there because it can still.
Well, it's not going to be able to hit you from over there unless it moves into your space, but you're right, it's not very far.
Oh yeah, true. Well, that's okay. I'm still gonna. I'll move over here. Oh.
Okay. You said it's a wisdom saving throw? That's a 5. Yeah. I think that does not make it. Okay, so you are free to move.
Okay. So then I can go there, and then, I'm not sure how to use, like, I don't know what to do to use a potion.
So it's a regular potion, so it's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. I don't even know where it went. Whatever, it's fine. I know I had 2, so. So do I just do that in the chat then?
Yeah, you can just roll 2d4 in the chat.
2d4. Oh. I forgot how it works. Oh no.
1 plus 2.
5 hit points healed.
Yup.
Okay.
So you heal for 5.
Damn. This is a bunk healing potion.
Yeah, for 50 gold, that's a bit meh.
Honestly, I've never thought that healing potions are super worth it.
I definitely does not feel it,
No.
but you know,
Really
I had
really
some
does.
gold.
It really does.
Dungeons and Dragons' design where like healing should not be your first priority in a fight most of the time because it just gets outscaled by damage.
Yeah.
That's why this shit sucks.
Yup.
I know, it's just I don't want to die to another one hit.
Are you going to use your bonus action to move, or do you want to use
Oh,
your
right,
bonus
and I'm
action
gonna light
to
my
light your
sword up.
Okay, so your sword
Light
is
that
now
sword up and
flaming.
scream a little at the at the enemies.
Perfect. Blake, it's your turn. You have 2 on you.
Blossom is angry.
Blossom screaming? Alright, I'll start screaming. as
That's
well.
what I was
Let's
like,
do
yes,
it.
I'm hoping to prompt Blake to also start raging or screaming. Let's go.
We'll all scream together. 1, 2, 3.
Ah!
Since I'm being flanked, it doesn't quite matter, so I'm just going to reckless
That was
attack.
amazing.
Cool, sounds good. You now have
I'm
advantage.
I'm going to be hitting the one in front of me.
Cool.
I'm going to draw a Warhammer for this. Bonk.
17 just hits.
Cool. Now, just to reveal this, if, anyone has noticed, I'm using a Homebrew subclass, and up until now, it had passive benefits. This one is active, so I'm going to show it.
Ooh. When I crush them, they boo harder. Whenever I make a charisma roll against a
amazing.
hostile creature, I can choose to do double the roll modifier. Okay, so what does this do?
The damage I am about to deal will have double the modifier,
Yes!
so an extra 5 damage.
Okay, cool.
Bonk. So 14.
Perfect.
Damage is not the ideal way to use this, but I'm going to show it anyways.
I'm cool with it. We
We're
already
gonna
talked
hit
about
it again.
Okay, 11 does not hit.
And alright, end of my turn.
Okay, as you smash into this, it's a concussive blast that, makes a louder noise than usual. But the second one, it's nimble, and it just dodges by, kind of latching back onto your chest. Anything else?
End of turn.
Okay. Asmodeus, what are you doing?
This thing is a little bit hurt, but I am going to... I'm going to rinse and repeat.
Okay.
So we're gonna attack again. I think that's my best option right now. Because if I move, it'll get attack, and I don't want that. So, one attack.
That definitely hits.
Do you want me to do both attacks and then damage or attack
No,
damage?
roll your damage
Attack
first.
damage. Okay.
Most of the time it doesn't matter, but since it's looking pretty close to dead, you might want to see if you want to reserve your second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Can you add Dreadful Strike to this?
Yes. Ooh.
Okay. What does it look like when you kill this creature?
So as I kill it, my dreadful strike is like purple, and it like if it's a bow, it comes out as a bow, but if it's a blade, it makes it look like a blade. So we're lopping it off with five swords, but one's the real sword, but the other 4 are purple, like psychic damage swords.
Ooh, I love that.
And the head goes away, like it flops off and just goes somewhere.
Okay. The head, like, almost looks like it dissolves into this purple energy as it hits the ground from these psychic swords and the real sword doing so. Okay, you have your movement, you have your bonus action, you still have your extra attack. What are you doing?
Is there any is this I'm just curious, is this like an elevated, clicking odd your screen. Is this an elevated,
I can't see you pinging if you're...
I thought I was, I'm on the wrong thing.
Oh, that's just like mold on the ground. So the
that's
only thing
mold.
that's different, it's just difficult terrain. The only thing that's different is this pillar. These are pillars. They go all the way to the ceiling. That also probably give some cover.
Yeah, I don't...
Ah, yes,
Actually,
cover against flying
yeah,
creatures.
Hey,
I need the ruler. I need the ruler.
it still can be helpful. But it is
Yes.
difficult terrain. It's difficult terrain, not where the creature is right now, so you can move over his body, no problem.
Would I be able to move like here?
Yeah, that's 15
Yeah.
feet, so you're fine there. And then if you wanted to move anywhere else...
Yeah, I want to use the pillar as cover, so yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you can get behind the pillar, no problem.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pew. Thread my needle through this.
Okay, so if you're switching to your longbow, you can only
I did
draw or...
it.
What?
Right.
You can only draw or
you're
stow one weapon, so if you want to just drop your weapons to switch to your longbow, that's fine, but your swords are now just going to be on the floor.
I'll make a note to pick them up, but yes.
Okay. So I'm just saying that you can't use them until you pick them up.
But I do it so gracefully. So.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I'm gonna use my normal bow. I'm not gonna use a poison bow on a poison thing.
That's probably smart.
28 to hit.
28 does hit.
One, 2, 8 plus 4, so that's 5 damage.
Okay. So your arrow sings from behind the pole and kind of goes into the side through this thing's wing, taking out a huge chunk of its wing there, but this one hadn't been hit yet, so it's still looking pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Anything else? Bonus action?
I'm just gonna bonus. I could do that. That would be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna do something stupid.
Okay.
Well, that's stupid but fun. I'm gonna finally use. Where are you? Hold on. Where are you? Bonus no. I'm gonna use my bag of wonders, what I'm trying to look for, and throw one of those things out.
That's a bonus action? I thought it was an action.
No, it's an action. I know I can't do this. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. You're right. I'm done.
Sounds good. Let's see. Nope. Okay, so this one is going to bite at Cosrius because that is its prey right now. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 6 piercing damage and 4 poison.
Okay.
And then these two are gonna maintain their flanking shenanigans.
I'm gonna cast
Aim.
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
There you go.
What do I need to make a
Okay.
charisma saving throw?
Dex saving throw.
Dexterity. That's a 14.
Fuck. My deck thing is 14.
Oh, meets it, beats it. Does it take half damage still?
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot about that.
So go ahead and roll the damage still.
Yes, it does. Okay, yay. What is that? 15.
Okay, so it takes
Would be-
7. Nice. As fire kind of comes from you as it attempts to bite you and misses.
Hellish rebuke.
Okay, so these two are going to continue their flanking shenanigans. That's a 23 to hit you, Blake.
Yep.
3 piercing rounded down to 1, and 5 poison damage from its little needles.
Ow.
And then the other one is a 17.
That barely misses.
Yay. Okay. You kind of like gracefully back up and it flies over your shoulder for a moment and then just like kind of tucks under your arms. These are wriggly little guys. Anything else? Oh wait, it's my turn. Nothing else. Alrighty. Okay. Costrius, go ahead.
Alright. Not javelin, the other thing. The glaive.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 2 attacks. 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Damn. Okay. 24.
That definitely hits.
Woohoo.
Oh,
Dang. Okay.
Wow.
Alrighty, so 10 piercing damage as you slash at it with your glaive. I don't actually know how glaives work, so that's what it does in my
They're
brain.
kind of like a halberd. It's a slashing weapon.
I don't know what halberds
Some of them
do
have
either.
hooks,
Yeah, it's like a halberd just without the.
Okay, sure.
or like a spear with
Yeah.
It's
A nice
spear
one.
with-
It's okay,
are
you
an
don't need to
iteration
explain
on the
to me.
halberds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, it's cool. It's on a stick and it
Long
slashes.
pointy stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it slashes. Exactly. Why you think that slashes?
Yep.
These
Beautiful.
are an iteration of halberds. They have a bladed edge
Yeah,
so
the-
that when you pull back, you slice them.
Okay.
The spear and.
What? Sorry, I didn't know what a halberd was.
You're good.
Halberd is just like
I didn't
take a
either.
really long stick and put a bunch of flat and pokey things on it.
Yeah.
That's what
That
I'm
is it.
saying. Long pointy stick.
Yep.
Now the glaive has a slashy point on it.
Slashy pointy stick.
Well, the
Anyway.
halberd has an axe head with a point on the top.
So
Oh yeah,
it goes stick, halberd, blade. Got it.
Yes.
I love,
That's the newest
I'll post it in
Pokemon.
the Discord.
That's
I
the
love
newest
Sarah's
Pokemon line.
knowledge, or Sarah's explanation there. Alrighty, so it's starting to look a little rough there in front of you
Yeah.
from the arrow and the slash. Anything else, Cosrius?
I think that's all I can do, really. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, Blossom.
And so I should be able to just move over and attack it.
Yep, and,
then
you'd have advantage from flanking.
Okay.
Woohoo!
And I'll probably fall back after I smack it.
Okay, smack it.
Yes, I
Take
just.
time.
Oh, I'm in my inventory. I was like, why isn't there a button?
Yes, a bedroll would be super helpful right now. That does hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Nice. Okay. While screaming, I smack it from behind.
You smack it from behind, plunging your sword in through the back neck. How does it look like when you kill this thing?
I stick my sword in, and I'm just gonna like rip it off to the right side and yell, "Not my Cosrius!"
Okay, and the thing just falls. It was kind of like half flying, and it just goes thump to the floor.
That's right.
Okay, bonus action, movement.
All right, so I guess since it's dead now, I'm just gonna move over here next to, like, right beside Cosrius.
Okay, do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
I'm not sure there's anything I can do, actually,
I
or that I
mean-
need to do.
Okay. You can still
That
attack
I
with
know
your
of.
bonus action, but you wouldn't have any feet to like move away.
Right, yeah, no, I don't want to go near those things yet, because I don't want to die.
Okay, Blake.
Alright, Blake's gonna call out like, "Hey guys, I need a little help over here."
Working on it.
I'm
Working on
coming
it.
soon!
Right, it's okay,
Please.
we're coming!
So he's just gonna
Blake's been
continue wailing
tanking
on.
too, and the rest
Right,
of you
I
are
Uh,
tanking too.
I'm just being bitten to death.
MVP.
Anyway, I probably should have gone to here, but I'm just gonna...
We can say that you went there. It's fine. You had plenty
Okay.
of movement.
I already moved like after my turn anyway.
Okay.
Right, I was just
Only
thinking,
fair.
yeah, I should get
Yeah.
close enough to attack next time.
Okay, Blake, what are you doing?
Alright, we're gonna reckless again. We're gonna keep on hitting the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Bonk.
Nice. That hits.
7.
Okay.
We're gonna bonk.
That hits.
Damage.
Okay.
Double bonk.
So, you double bonk this thing. 2 heavy slashes, and you actually, like, break its leg. And it's, like, barely keeping together, and it's looking like it's wanting to pull away a little bit there.
I'm gonna point with the hood and lantern. I'm gonna be like, "Get this guy first." That, the end of turn.
Which one? Pick the one.
I think it's
He's gonna hold his hooded lantern towards the guy.
Dang it.
This one.
That one.
The right one.
Okay.
Thank you, right one.
You're welcome. Asmodeus, it is your
Oh
turn.
shit.
Yeah, I want to shoot, but I don't want to hit him.
So, if you wanted to... if you, like, ducked down here to where the bottom of my arrow is, I would say you have a pretty good line of sight. If you want to shoot over, I would say it has half cover, which is a +2 to its AC. And they have pretty
I know,
scaly. So if you wanted if you wanted to step down here, you could. Oh, you're a sharpshooter.
I have sharpshooter, yeah.
Yeah, then you could shoot an arrow over
And I
his
can
shoulder, no
choose
problem.
to-
You are a sharpshooter. You can do it.
Weapon they put in, you take a -5 penalty to roll in the big attack.
What was that? Sorry.
Well, first, I'm reading the as a weapon. If you are a prison with, you can take a -5 to attack penalty to the attack, to add +10 to the attack roll.
You can do that.
These guys have pretty beefy armor. I wouldn't advise it.
No, yeah, I was just reading it for myself.
But you still can
Alright.
use the ability where you ignore half cover
Yeah,
without using
but-
that.
I'm gonna make a mental mark of where I drop my swords, and I'm gonna move, so I know where they are.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna move down here.
Okay.
That is a relative clear line of sight.
Yep, you're good. I was saying that you could
I'm-
stay there since you have
Oh,
sharpshooter
right,
if you
that's
wanted
fine.
to.
Yeah, well.
Whose is
Say
that?
water.
I don't know. I don't
Who's
know.
always writing notes? I love it so much.
Alright, I'm gonna roll my.
Not
oh,
actually
well.
writing notes IRL, but I just like to do this.
It's perfect. Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, roll me some damage.
Headshot.
Here's what this is.
Okay.
You click the long bow again.
So go ahead and roll me another D6 or D8 and another D4 for me. Just another D8 and another D4 for the crit.
D8 and D4, you said?
Yup.
Working.
This is the 1 for the D8. Oh no.
Okay, so a total
Yeah,
of 10 piercing damage and 6 psychic damage. And how does it look like when you kill this thing?
Yay!
Like I said, that my psychic damage mirrors what I'm using. So there's like 5 arrows that just go right through this thing. But the psychic ones circle around and go all the way through its head.
Okay,
They
perfect.
pierce through the. Yep.
So it looks
Thanks.
like the arrow flying true straight through this thing's eyeball, and then the psychic one circling around the back and piercing through the back, and this thing is just littered with arrows, and then you look and there's only one arrow in it as it falls to the ground. And the one next to it just lets unholy screech out that you killed its friend. Okay. That was your first arrow. Do you want to do something with your second?
I'm gonna try to finish and aim at the second one. Let's try
I hope that wasn't too sonically terrible.
22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And 5 total damage.
Okay. 5 piercing damage as your arrow flies into this thing. Perfect. This one had not been touched yet, so there you go.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I am concluded with that.
Anything else? Are you staying there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Because my swords are here and I can pick them up.
It takes an action to pick them up.
Yeah, that's why I want to do attack first.
So you wouldn't be able to pick them up yet.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna stay pat.
Okay. So this one, ooh, what is it gonna do? Yeah, it's gonna do that.
Oh.
Blake, you feel poison dripping over your shoulder, and at point blank unleashes its poison back on you. So I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, I have like a 60% chance of succeeding here.
Okay, you do succeed.
Oh, thank goodness.
So a 15 is a success.
Sorry, I take 15 damage.
No,
on success?
I said a 15 is a
Okay.
success. It was 23 poison total, so you're gonna take 11 poison damage.
Oh my goodness.
And it is going to take the attack of opportunity and fly away.
Of course I'm gonna hit this thing. What else will I do? Bonk.
Oh!
Wait, no, I'm not. Oh, I don't have advantage though. It's not my turn.
You reckless last time, so you still have advantage.
Hold on.
It lasts the whole round, doesn't it? Because
If I make a first attack on my turn, I can decide to sacrifice. Doing so gives me advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn.
yeah, so
So no, I
still this
don't have
turn.
advantage.
It's still this turn.
Oh,
it's still this round.
It's the start of a new
Yeah, it's
round.
a cumulative-
And it's
yeah.
this dragon's turn,
Okay.
not mine. Yeah,
I
I
was
missed.
trying to help you, man.
I
Okay.
know. You should make the
No.
DM.
Yeah.
Looks at it.
You
But-
Fucks
go
me
with
over
you go,
sometimes.
no,
What
you
can I
go,
say?
You go with the
The
DM.
books say cats don't have night vision, so
Yeah, the books are wrong.
Damn.
That is true.
Do you want
the
to roll
books
a luck?
also say weaving is a needle and thread
Oh my
on
god.
a
Oh, no.
piece of cloth.
I'm sad
Damn.
because I really wanted you to have that nat 20.
So did I.
What should I have rolled? Actually, hold on. Oh,
Wow. That would be
near
nice.
max. That's lovely.
So it withdraws and flies around this corner. And
Oh, evil!
a lot of you have lost line of sight now. That is the end of
My
its
best
turn.
laid plans.
Can I?
Okay, Cosrius, what are you doing?
I'm moving up here.
Okay.
Oh,
And how is Blake looking?
He's about to drop to his knees.
Okay.
Say that I need enough to just tank another one of those breaths, so it shouldn't be too much.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if it's spell or a healing hand.
What are you doing?
You know what? Healing hands for 10.
Okay.
I might
You-
be fucking us over.
So you just automatically gain 10 HP as
Yeah.
Cosrius lays their hands on you. Okay. That's your movement and action. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Cosrius?
That would be it.
Alrighty, you're staying there?
Yeah.
Okay, Blossom.
Okay, so I'm gonna move forward until I can maybe see it again. I don't know,
I would say
somewhere around here.
Yeah, somewhere around here.
Yeah, I can like go.
So you move
I
20
was gonna
feet.
say I can go for it. Yeah, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I only want to go until I can see it.
Okay, you can see it. So that was part of your movement.
Yeah.
You still have your action and your bonus action.
So, if I throw a dagger, how far can I throw them?
So daggers are at a range. You can throw 20 feet normally and 60 feet with disadvantage. So you have disadvantage right now because you're 35 feet away.
Right. I was gonna say, wait. I'm like, my brain was like, wait, what? Because I think I could get a little closer. So I'm not sure I could actually. I don't know if I can get to it. I might just be able to move closer to it.
You could dash as your action, or you could dash as a bonus action, and then throw a dagger as an action.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe I could. I can go like just up a little. Like I was like, where do I actually need to get to? This is where I'm like failing.
You're still gonna have 35 feet of movement. It is in the air though, so
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. You wouldn't be able to melee it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, if I can get close enough to throw something, I'm just not entirely sure how it works. So I'm.
Well, all you would need to do, so now you're within 30 feet, so you're still at disadvantage, but you can still throw a dagger.
Yeah. But I still have the. Go ahead. Sorry. go
Whereabouts
ahead.
did you start?
Yeah,
I
so
was. Yeah.
you've
Yeah,
moved your
there.
full movement right here. So if you want to
Oh,
get
I hear
closer, you can. It just would use your bonus action because you can dash as a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could technically go at an angle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
you
was
only
gonna
have
say I
30
could,
feet.
but I could just try throwing it from here, maybe.
Yeah,
and
might as
then-
well. Okay, so go ahead and throw your dagger. So it's at disadvantage. So roll 2, take the lowest.
Right. But there's a. How do I do it in the one roll?
So when you're on your sheet,
Mhm.
click on your sheet so it acknowledges it, and then press Control, and then hover over and click. You'll see a little negative sign there.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah. So I was like, yeah. There's one of the buttons I gotta press.
So that's a 20 to hit, which does. Nice.
Okay.
Woohoo.
Nice.
So this is just a regular attack. You would not
Oh.
get sneak attack on this.
Yeah. I was gonna
So
say, I clicked the one next to it, so I'm thinking.
That's okay. So it's 7 piercing
Okay.
damage.
Right. Not the sneak. I getcha. Cool.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Your dagger throws. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, and sorry that was so drawn out. Thank you for the help.
Yeah, you're good. Hold on, let me check something. So if you wanted to, since you do have the 2-weapon fighting, you could throw another dagger as your bonus action. You just don't get your +2 dexterity in it, so it's just the d4 roll of damage.
Ooh. Well, I may as well throw another one then.
Okay, go ahead. So at disadvantage.
Right. Oh no.
Like
A
that.
17 just hits. Go ahead and roll me just a d4.
I'll just do that over here.
Beautiful.
Three.
Every little bit is 2 foop foop daggers pierce kind of into it, and you can hear it screeching behind there. Alrighty,
I'm just gonna
anything
yell,
else?
be like, it's over there!
Cool.
Okay, Blake, what are we doing?
Alright. I'm gonna start running over and eventually I'll see it. Like, wow. How
Okay.
high is it in the air?
It's about 15 feet off the ground right now.
Okay. Plan B. I'm gonna get really close to it. I'm
Okay.
gonna drop my warhammer.
Okay.
I'm going to use an object interaction to take out a hand axe,
Okay.
just so I can chuck it at this thing.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right. We are going to reckless again.
Beautiful. You have advantage.
Yeet.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Damage.
11
That's max,
damage. Nice. As the hand axe goes into it, you see it actually clips its wing and it drops about 3 feet in the air. It's not looking too good now.
Unfortunately, that is all I can do.
Perfect.
It is the end of my turn.
Okay.
Do you have a second one or not?
I do, but it costs an object interaction to pull it
Yeah.
out.
Ah, darn. Okay.
Okay, Asmodeus, lay it on me.
Oh, Blossom is not in my line of sight.
Oh, you would
correct?
be able to, like, shoot around her.
Yeah.
No problem, anyway.
'Cause, yeah,
But
we're
go
gonna,
for
we're
it.
gonna load up the longbow again.
Oh my gosh, 28 does hit.
Alright. That's normal, and then, because I can.
Do you want another, how are you killing this thing? Because you do. You did exactly damage.
Dragoon.
As it's flying, it opens its mouth, and my first arrow goes all the way through to the back of its skull.
Perfect.
My other ones kind of go around and go. The purple ones also go into all of its wings, and then it just kind of disintegrates.
Yep. Disintegrates into a pile of poison that falls to the ground here. And it is quiet. And you listen and hold for a moment. But you don't hear anything else.
Good lord.
Thank goodness.
I know.
Nice job, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Is everyone okay?
Well, first things first, I'm gonna pick up my
Blossom
weapon.
panics.
Okay, cool.
Then are these things just piles of goo, or like, is that all they are?
Go ahead and
Can I
make an
investigate
investigation
one?
check.
So I will move right here.
I'm also gonna look at them and
Move
see
forward a little bit. And
if we can figure out.
yes.
I'm picking my stuff back up.
Yep, cool.
I'm just gonna get over here and sit down.
Oh right, I have to go get my daggers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with a 9 investigation check, you see some more like wood figurines, but they all look like destroyed. You assume by little baby wormling dragon claws. There's a lot of goo on the ground. There's a lot of bones. You see the half-eaten carcass of a giant phase spider.
Oh, cool.
And yeah,
Are there
that's pretty much all
any
you see.
things that are detached or on the ground, or?
With the 9, no. It looks like the wormlings have kind of destroyed the area a little
Okey-doke.
bit.
Then I think I'm
Oh,
concluded.
whoops.
Okay. Blossom,
move
easily enough, you do grab your 2 daggers. No problem.
Oh right, yeah. I guess I can move back over here.
Mhm.
We're just kind of clicking
Yeah,
buttons.
we're
so to
gonna
speak.
move closer to the group.
Can I check this guy for anything?
Oh yeah, right. That's what I was doing. I was gonna check this one to see if there was anything.
Go ahead and roll an
Sweet.
investigation check.
I'll wander over with
Sweet.
you.
Well,
Okay, so with a 12, it's a dragon. It does not seem to have pockets or anything in its mouth that you can see, but it is dripping in poison and it makes you kind of pull away a little bit. But that's all you find on the carcass. Blossom, same thing there. So, although, wait, actually, hold on. Pause for the cause.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually. In this one, you do see something glinting green in the back, like, cheek pouch inside the mouth.
Ooh.
Of course.
So
It's
can I reach in and
shiny.
grab it?
You do,
Shiny
but there
thing.
is poison in the mouth.
That's okay. Poison doesn't scare Blossom.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
Got breathed on. What do you mean?
Yeah.
And the most annoying thing about that was she would have been like, "Ew, this is gross."
So go ahead and roll me
And then
a
passes
a
out.
d4.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, you take 2 poison damage, but you do manage to dislodge a nice-looking emerald.
Ooh,
Woohoo!
shiny.
Dang it, I'm poor.
Put it in my pocket.
Oh wait, I still I'm not poor. I remember.
I was gonna say, is
Okay.
there anything else in this room that we need to like, that we can like see if we can explore around the room at all?
Yeah, you can poke
Or that
around.
there's no enemies.
So
Stares intensely at the wall.
Like I wanna.
that's a
poke around
door.
here.
Well, yes, I know. I just put myself up to the top corner, or like the top
See what
Got
side.
it.
this thing
So you guys
is.
poke around. You do, Asmodeus, with your passive perception, you do notice that there are several little, what you assume are baby dragon attempts at traps. They were training and hunting, but right here and right here, you see like hidden little piles of poison that are hidden in like mushrooms, and they look very slick. And like if you had fallen in them, you would have taken some poison damage.
Okay, I'm gonna step
Woohoo!
away from them and go back to the center of the room.
So, but that's pretty much what you kind of see. You could poke around. There's like a ton of grimy stuff in this area. You could poke around if you wanted to take some time to do so.
Eh. I mean, I'm good to not poke around on grime if everybody else doesn't want to poke on grime.
Yeah. I have to get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of dirty in here, so
Not ready for this.
are you okay?
We need to heal because we're not
Blake
looking
is
so hot.
profusely sweating right now. He's panting. His body is covered in mixture of his own blood and their poison. Like, it's not a good time for him.
Yeah, Blossom is also
Yeah.
in rough shape, but she's trying not
Oh
to show
my.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
Like holding her
I'm
arm
She has
probably.
like blood
I'm not rough.
and poison
Yeah, Blossom's-
matted in her fur. It is gross.
I think I'm bloodied.
I'm a bit bloodied. But not
Yeah,
terrible.
I'm a struggling, but I don't know how to. I don't think I can heal myself.
Like,
So
can
your
we- can we-
options
I don't
here
have
are
much feeling.
if you could push on, or you could choose to attempt to short rest in this room if you want to take an hour, or you could withdraw and short rest somewhere in the sewers. You just don't know if they're going to investigate, if they heard anything, or anything along those lines.
Right.
Well, we could show us behind the pillar so that maybe
Yeah, I think maybe we should try to
Yeah.
short rest in here somewhere
like behind a pillar somewhere.
safe-ish.
Yeah.
We can all go back to back, keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm definitely more than bloodied.
Because if we're out of line of sight, but they shouldn't. If they're just walking through, they might not see us.
Okay. Yeah, and this room is pretty dark and it's kind of obscured. So you get the sense that like they might not be able to see you. And actually, will you make a survival check, Asmodeus?
Sure.
Because you know creatures
I'm
and
not
creatures'
quite
domains.
bloody, but I'm almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with an 18, it's pretty evident that there's a straight shot through and that these little baby dragons were kind of left to reign over this room, and the cultists probably didn't hang out in here much other than to, maybe feed the baby dragons.
Okay.
So that this space over here, if you're
Mhm.
well hidden enough, even if somebody comes walking through, they probably won't do too much snooping around. Because it's real grody back there.
So I'm going to relay that to everyone and be like, this room is just a nursery. They just came in here to feed the eggs is what I'm picking up from what I can see and what we fought. So we should be fine for an hour.
Alright.
We just got to make sure we're covered and hidden, but yeah. 'Cause we don't know if they can see in the dark like we can, or torches, or have one of your giant lanterns.
Well,
Oh.
I guess we should try to go
Cover the
hide.
hood.
So we can go over here, or like maybe back here.
Where would you like to go? Pick a spot.
Where, guys?
I was thinking down here we could just maybe hide behind one of these pillars.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, I'm gonna tell them where the traps are that you told me that I saw, so we
Yeah.
can avoid all of
So you can
those.
avoid. You can avoid the traps
Yeah.
easily enough. Okay, so you
Like
all...
is-
Go ahead.
Blake is gonna get up and he's gonna start dragging this body away, just so it's not immediately noticed.
Is it a pile of goo or is it a body?
It's a body.
Oh, okay.
The-
Cosrus will help out. Or actually, Cosrus might take over because I think I have the most strength.
Yeah, you like nudge
I mean,
Blake
we're just-
aside a little bit
I'm alright.
and start to drag it with a little bit more effectiveness over. Asmodeus, you like fight that one. It takes you a good long while, especially through the difficult terrain, but you do manage to kind of hide this one back over here.
Yeah, and while I was in it, I was gonna investigate, see if there's anything inside of it. So.
That one had been investigated, so
right, I
you
think
can't.
it was, yeah. Well, then I'll just go back with Blossom.
Oh,
Yeah, it's this one and this one.
The one we dragged.
The one we dragged. No, not the one we dragged. The other one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
And this one, I think.
no, I think this one's the only one that has it.
Yeah, the one all the way up there we haven't seen.
The one
We can
over
do-
Yeah,
here
because
that
Blossom found an
Asmodeus
emerald
killed
in the
didn't.
other guy.
Yeah, I found nothing in this one.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing to kind of like hide yourselves?
Is there debris like shrubbery like?
Oh, there's tons of debris. Like if you wanted to
And
make
we
little
right up by
piles.
the post.
I was gonna like make like a lace our cloaks with like leaves or whatever the debris is, so it looks like we're matted down.
Yeah, you
Like
could
a
also
hill.
like move the piles a little bit if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you make a survival check? You can have advantage if somebody's gonna help you.
Want to help me survive, guys?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm good.
Actually, if
That's a
Cosrus is
one.
helping, I'll do my own roll.
So with advantage.
Blossom's gonna lean on the post and just be like, please make this livable.
17 is a good one.
Okay, so with a 17, Asmodeus makes like move some of the stuff and like piles up a lot of stuff in the area so that you can lean against it. And when you guys are sitting down, you are not at all visible from the main area. While Asmodeus is doing this, Blake, you manage to kind of disguise. You work a little bit more on the lantern. And trying to figure out a way to place it and like double checking using as
Oh, I just blow it out.
Oh, you'll just sit in the dark.
Oof. Yeah, just
Okay.
sit in the dark.
Okay,
And they can
sounds
see. I can't. Who cares?
okay. Sounds good. But we'll just say for the sake of this that you do assist in the survival endeavor. So you're feeling pretty confident that you're pretty stealthy.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So, for the sake of this, during a short rest, you can recover any abilities that you would get during a short rest. You can also use your hit points. So, just a reminder that they do not come back. They only half of them come back the next day, the next long rest. Although that might not matter. We might be done. So, use as many as you would like, and each time you roll, you get to add your Constitution modifier.
And
Okay.
I believe I got blessed.
I don't remember where we're
You
supposed
did get
to
blessed.
put that.
When you click the short rest
Okay.
button, there's a place to mark off what
okay.
hit dice you use.
Lord, friends.
Right, and so like we just use them and then we roll.
Yep. So just roll as many or as few as you want to. And you can like roll like 3 and then keep going. I'm not stupid picky.
Oh, nice.
Did that add anything?
Oh god, wrong button.
Yours 7 plus 1. So an 8.
Okay. Oh my god, this
Oh, no.
stupid thing's so janky.
I refreshed and my
Like
HP
what?
is wrong.
I did
There we
too,
go.
but my HP didn't go up.
I think you have to manually.
You have
add
to
it in.
manually add it in like you're healing.
Alright, it took 4 dice, but I am now perfectly at maximum health.
Oh,
What?
4 of them.
Damn. Nice.
Wow.
Alrighty. So you take some time as you guys are rolling this, wrapping your wounds. You kind of use some of the salve and actually some of the herb that Asmodeus got from the cleric to kind of clean out some of the poison in your wounds and make sure it doesn't seep in. You eat a little bit of your rations and stuff, and you're feeling quite a bit better. I feel like Blossom's probably like conked out with her head on somebody's lap for a little bit.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Definitely Cosrius.
Oh,
Okay.
I see how it is.
I would just like come over and like silently just lean up against you.
Aww.
I used 2, and I am looking a lot better.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling good again.
Make a perception check for me.
Ooh.
Whoever
Well,
is somebody keeping watch during this?
I would. I mean, I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and then make a perception check for me.
Where's it? Ooh, yeah, good at that. Well, relatively good at that.
Okay, so with a 16, it seems pretty quiet. There's nobody walks through here. It doesn't seem like there's much going on, and you don't hear anything through the door, and you're not sure if it's because it's magical, or if this room is spelled, or what. But they don't seem to have either A, noticed, or B, cared.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, anything else that you'd like to do during your short rest?
I don't think so.
Nope.
I think so.
Okay. So, you feel a lot better. Things are looking up a little bit. Blake, you're sitting in complete blackness and it smells disgusting, but you do feel quite a bit better after you get yourself wrapped up. What would you guys like to do? What's next?
I guess we gotta go through the door. Who's
before we-
gonna go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first. Before we go through the door, I'm gonna walk up to the one we didn't investigate right here.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll me an
Alright,
investigation check. Okay, so with a 14, you do take... Actually, we're gonna half this because it's been a little while and so the poison's congealed. Oh, okay, so you take no damage as you reach into its mouth, especially now that you kind of like know where to look, and you do find another emerald.
Yay, I'm rich.
Okay. Who's opening
Right.
the door?
We want to investigate if traps just in case.
Yeah, we should do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Or perception to perceive the trap first.
Who wants to? Do you want to do that?
I could.
Okay, you go ahead. I'm just gonna put the emerald in my bag and I'll be.
Okay. Hopefully I roll well. Hey.
I believe in you.
Okay.
Nice.
You're pretty sure this door isn't trapped, but as you look at the door, you do notice that they're very heavy doors, and there's marks of like poison spray and scratches on them, and you get the sense that the wormlings would chase people through the door and then like run into the
Aw.
door and attack it.
That's cute.
So, but it doesn't seem to be trapped as far as you can tell.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have any traps or any curses or anything.
All right. Who wants to open said not trappy door?
They're
Why not
pretty
just
heavy. Do
try
you want
the
me
other
to try?
door?
Wait, is there another door?
There's another door behind us.
That's
Yeah,
the
where we
door you
in,
came through.
but-
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
Wait.
Yeah, I was like, we just came in.
What the heck is this then?
We came in here.
Grab this one.
That's the door we're going
I'll
out.
move myself there.
Are we opening it?
Oh, that I don't know
I
what that
would
hole
say
is.
I would say we open it slowly, then look around and see what's behind before
Okay.
we open it all the way.
So roll a perception check
Oh.
for me.
Oh yeah.
I'll be over here so my light doesn't get in the way.
Yay. Dang.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be waiting to watch and see what I see through
Okay.
the door.
So the room is revealed. Let me read it to you first. The room behind the door is a vast contrast to the animal den you just came from. The same dark stones on the floor, but firelight off to your left makes it feel more cozy. The smell of stew and bread in the air, as well as the smell of ale, and the acritic scent again. This seems to be some sort of meeting center and kitchen. There's tables littering the area. You see evidence of a wild party. But at the bar, you see one figure, head down on the counter, a bottle next to him, but otherwise it seems to be empty. And with a 10 perception, you're not sure if he has noticed the door creep open. And I think seeing that is where we're going to end for tonight. So, staring at a cultist in their home, we are going to wrap it up here. We will return next week on Wednesday to see what happens for the finale of this. I'm very, very excited. It should be pretty good. Thank you for hanging out with us and watching. If you're on YouTube, leave a like. Let us know in your the comment section what you've really enjoyed and what you maybe want to see next. And we will see you next time, YouTube. Bye!
Bye,
Bye, YouTube. Bye.
Goodbye.